Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the Roast Mortem Podcast, the only podcast that gives Ken Burns and America's Funniest Home Videos a run for their money. I am Tom.
Yes.
I am a Travis.
I am your Cody for the evening.
And I'm Mike.
Nice to have you here.
You know what? I mean, it's just because you weren't here last week and you got to pay the internet bill. Come on.
Yeah.
How much?
We gave you everything.
Yeah, we give you everything, Mike. This is what you show us in return.
My presence. I gift you with my time.
You know, I wish that...
I'm just kidding.
I can't get into this right now. I'm upset.
So Spaghetti Boys, how many spaghettis did you find in your bank this week? AKA, what's going on in your scrotum this week?
I mean, you're going to ask the scrot question right
Wow,
up top.
Okay, yeah.
Travis, let me ask you a question before I tell you about my scrotum.
What?
What are you doing with your life?
Dude, well, let me tell you. Just today, I got a Costco membership a couple weeks ago.
Oh, wow.
Oh, you're officially a boomer now.
Yeah. I bought my razor blades there, but I also bought some shitty frozen-ass pizzas. I was so excited for them frozen-ass pizzas. Oh! I put them in the oven, and then I got so excited, my hand just touched the side of the oven.
Ooh.
And I just add a little bit of extra pepperoni on that pizza. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I got this like huge welt here. Makes me seem like I'm cool, like I'm one of those like villains. But on my hand is a villain.
It's meth cool.
Yeah, like
there
I dropped the meth pipe on my hand because I couldn't feel anything. I couldn't feel the love of my mother, the love of my father.
Jesus
and I
Christ.
just fell on my hand and I just let it burn, like my life.
Hey, man, I'm happy for you. I'm happy you're powering through, because one thing that the Lord Jesus Christ has taught me is that it doesn't matter what your mom or dad say. He loves you. He's got a job.
Oh, yeah.
He has to. It's union.
Contract. Jesus is a contractual worker.
Yeah, the Mother,
Sign
the Son,
here.
the Holy Spirit, that's a union.
That's like one of those face group books you don't leave.
I'm glad we 360 to a Christian podcast. Tom, how was your Holy Week? Since you were grilling me about my satanic week.
Dude, I got nothing this week. I have been applying to jobs, but I am tired of my cover letter, so I just write really obnoxious shit. My cover letters have looked something like, "Hey, yada yada yada. I notice you need to fill this position. It would be foolish of you to hire anyone else but me for this position. I could do this better. I will do a better job than you even thought was possible.
Very aggressive. I like it.
Whoever I have to tickle, I will make them come. You understand?
Yes, I do.
I'm a whore.
Yeah, it's
I'm
a
a
firm-
whore, and I'm ready to go. I have no self-respect. I am tired of that, because that's just kept me down, man. If you think about it, self-respect, that'll keep you down. So I'm ready to suck whose ever dick it is to just get a 401k going. You understand?
Oh, wow, man.
Yeah, dude. I remember I applied to Google. I'm not going to say what position. It was CEO. It was CEO of Google.
Yeah. Did you get it?
Yeah, well, I did. But but they had a thing where it said, like, you could put a cover letter, but, like, we think, like, your work will really shine through in your resume. And I just put agreed.
Nice. That's
I was like, all right, well, you said you didn't need a fucking cover letter.
Yeah. I mean, just for everyone who listens to this podcast, the reason it's such a good podcast, the reason you're getting such a quality product is because all of us are unemployed.
it's good. It's fun.
So we don't
Yeah.
have 40 hours of distraction. We only have podcast.
I'm homeless.
Mike is homeless. He asked if he can move in. I only have 2 spare bedrooms, and my other cousins are coming over.
I've been sleeping on the sidewalk for fucking like 3 months now.
Wait, you guys are having cousin sleepovers? That's pretty cool.
Yeah, dude.
Oh.
Well, we're more than cousins. We're friends.
Yeah.
You know, we are. We have for friendship.
Cody, how was
I'm
your
only saying this because he's listening.
Cody? How was your
my
friendly
week?
week?
I had some charcuterie. I got that going for
Oh
me.
boy, Cody! Oh boy,
Yeah,
having
yeah.
charcuterie.
Yeah, that was a highlight and a half.
Wow, dude.
Yeah, it's good.
All right, so
Mike, how was your week?
thanks, Travis.
It was good. I went to Philadelphia. That was pretty cool.
Oh, that was
fuck this
that
guy.
was last week when you were supposed to be here.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that, but it was fun.
How you get there? Skateboard?
Yeah.
Sketch.
And I walked there.
Dude, why would you walk when you have 4 wheels, 2, what are they called, trucks, 1 board?
I'm going to save my wheels for Pennsylvania.
Okay.
Oh, all right.
He only had
Look
one
at this
set.
bourgeois fucktard.
All right, so we have very interesting weeks, all of us.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Pizza,
really.
charcuteries,
Salami.
salamis,
General resentment
Philadelphia's
against
really
the economy.
resentment.
Not going to lie.
What was that, Mike?
Philadelphia's pretty clean.
Yeah, because it's not New York.
Yeah.
You know what's funny? It's clean now, but when my dad used to like drive around the tri-state, and he always called Philadelphia Filthadelphia because it was fucking disgusting.
Oh, I see what he did there. That's good.
Your dad
Yeah,
just
right?
didn't like anything that wasn't what he knew already.
Well, yeah, that's true. I mean, his concept of Chinese food came out of a can. Canned Chinese
delicious.
food. You know?
Water chestnuts go a long way when you're broke. Doorstop and tummy filler.
All right, so what is on Chopman's Dangus? Hard Dangus of Chopman's.
I am so very glad you asked. Me, Cody, was the one responsible for the research. And tonight, we are looking at the one and the only Lord Byron. Who knows things?
Oh, trust me, I know things.
Good.
You know how the world is being destroyed by cruise ships? This man was a living cruise ship.
That's a good analogy. I like that. Valid.
Just taking it easy, but
everywhere?
fucking up everyone else's weekend all day.
Oh, fucking a weekend up all day. That's good. Yeah.
Like, how do you get that status, Lord?
Oh, we'll go into that,
All right.
but it's pretty much like a Richie Rich Macaulay Culkin thing. It just happened one day. Like, oh.
Hold on, Cody. I just want to tell me spoilers. If it is a spoiler, you gotta tell me. But did he reach human perfection? Because we were talking a little bit about biology yesterday, or last podcast or a few podcasts ago, we were talking about biology and pinkies going away. The ultimate human can come in their own anus. Could Lord Byron come in their own anus? Come in their own butt?
Come in his own. He identified
There.
as a man. He was he, him.
No, it's a there. He's a lord.
I don't know if he did. I feel like he definitely had the means to.
You mean a dick in a butthole?
No, dick in
He had
his
a
own
dick,
butthole.
he had a butthole, and he definitely had servants.
Oh, okay.
You need those three.
I'm not talking about no turkey
accomplish that
baster
feat.
shit. You can't come in a turkey baster and put in your butt. I'm
No,
talking about
no,
your
no,
dick
no.
in your butt.
That's cheating. That is fucking cheating.
Travis, this is disgusting. This is not what people come to this podcast here for. No fucking dick and ball stuff. What?
No.
So, Cody, what did between you and me, what did Lord Byron's dick and balls look like?
Oh, that's gonna be the note we go out on.
Dude, I'm so excited. I want to know. I
Like-
want to know. We can wait. You maybe wait the whole episode. Okay, start.
Yeah,
Do it.
it's how we're gonna end because it's how his dick and balls were described with a very peculiar adjective, and that adjective is fucking with my head box a little bit. We have to unpack it, but we're gonna save it towards the end of the show because it's it happens at the tail of his life.
All right, Cody, enough explaining. Get on to the show. I just want you to finish the fucking show so I can hear about his balls and dick.
Okay. He's Lord Byron. He's famously described as mad, bad, and dangerous to know by one of his psychotic ex-girlfriends. He had a lot of psychotic ex-girlfriends.
You can't listen to them.
Don't. They'll say very mean things.
We can listen to them, but you don't have to.
No. He's Lord Byron, the original rock star emo poet. He's brilliant. He's a tortured soul. He wrote a bunch of stuff you've probably heard of. He wrote She Walks in Beauty. He wrote Don Juan. He's got this juicy prose, very romantic flair about him. He wasn't afraid to write about sex.
Cody, I
He's
never
a
heard about either one of those.
You've never heard about Don Juan?
You have to know Don Juan.
I know Don Quixote. He was a donkey
That's
that
not
looked at
this.
windmills.
Don Juan
Okay.
was more of a donkey dick day.
Okay, all right.
Mm-hmm.
The girl who laughs at snowflakes. What was the other one?
She Walks in Beauty.
Well, I'm so cultured that I might be too cultured for this show. I don't even know that one.
You have too many frozen pizzas to get to. So, he's a gem, but only for his time. It was very easy to shock, prude and proper Londoners back in the day. Nowadays, like a Lord Byron poem couldn't get like a little schoolgirl to blush. You know what I mean? We have the internet today. We have browsers accounts. We see things we shouldn't, and it's just harder to frazzle your average modern day person.
Cody, see things that we shouldn't.
Yeah.
No.
Yes.
No, I want to see eels in every orifice. That's things I should see.
You can blame that on Japan, Cody.
Yes. that is Japan and Travis's fault. Just those two entities.
Not my fault. I did
your
not
fault.
drop the bomb on Japan. Japan did not drop the bomb on me.
You're the market, your granddad dropped the bomb, and you're the fucking market for the tentacle porn. And all the happy...
It's come full circle.
You remember when you had blue hair all of a year ago? Anime baby. That was you.
Yatta!
No.
I knew that was the peak of your tentacle porn days. But I can't get into that and feel responsible tomorrow.
Yatta! No, naboichi!
Stop it.
Konnichiwa!
If you read Lord Byron current day out of context, he would seem a little cliche. But the reason he would seem cliche is because he inspired the sea of quote-unquote prosers that makes him look passé. So, like, he looks cliche because of himself. Everyone emulated him.
All right.
Like My Chemical Romance.
Yes, thank you. Very good. But in Byron's heyday, he would get women to faint on sight. He received locks of hair in the mail, which is the equivalent of getting G-strings and thongs thrown on stage after a rock star
What a
performance.
player.
Well, it is 2019, so jars have come.
Yeah, that too. Jars of lady cum.
Yeah.
Dude, I don't want to smell anyone's hair. I want to smell someone's thong.
I don't want to smell anything. You know what really turns me on? The smell of, like, nothing.
Olfactory.
I hold my breath.
I want some
I hold my
new-factory.
breath during every sexual conquest.
I
You
want some hair in
understand?
the mail.
Doesn't do anything for me. People who smell underwear are disgusting.
Yatta!
No, stop it. You've weebed out this episode. Your weeb gland is dry.
Yo soy langosta!
That's not anything.
Dude, Mexican weeb right now. Essay? Keep going.
George Gordon Byron, born on January 22nd, 1788, in England, above a perfume shop.
All right. Smell good.
He was all good. He smelled great. Didn't look or feel great, however, as he was born with two fucked up legs.
That sucks.
Both legs had deformed Achilles tendons, and his right one had a clubfoot going on.
Oh, Lord Jiminy Cricket.
Yeah. If you don't know what a clubfoot is, it's essentially when your foot takes a left at Albuquerque and stays that way.
Does that mean he has like big feet or like one big foot?
No, it's like one foot
No.
twisted and different. Like one,
Yeah, his right.
one foot that looks like it thinks it's a head from a nu metal band.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
A little bit of that.
Yeah.
All
Yeah,
day.
so his right foot was like cocked at an angle, and he probably had to walk on the edges of his feet, at least for his childhood.
Dude, like, here, I'll put it in your terms, Mike. Like, dude, his left foot was, like, so gnarly and twisted, bruh. Like, it fucking, like, it did fakey, no me, do me on a
Yeah,
dick.
he was goofy foot.
Ferda.
And aside from his deformities, he was brought into a family of suicidal party animals and failures.
All right.
So, real quick, we'll talk about the family tree, if you will. His paternal grandfather, named John Foulweather Jack Byron. Great name.
Foulweather.
Grandpa Foulweather was a shipwreck-prone vice admiral in the Navy. Foulweather Jack once marooned himself so badly off the coast of Patagonia, he had to resort to eating his pet spaniel to survive.
Oh, poor spaniel.
Dude, never put a guy whose name is Foulweather in charge of a sailing ship. Like, you rely on the weather.
Unless he got that name, unless that was like a bar nickname that stuck after the incident. It's like, oh, this guy had to eat his dog.
Come hither, Fluffy Cum. Come here, Fluffy Cum. I would like to perchance your leg into my mouth.
Yes, he did eat the dog legs first. He ate the paws and the skin.
Oh, really?
Yes, but in Foulweather's defense, he didn't actually kill the dog. The dog succumbed to starvation, and he picked at the corpse. But, he actually didn't.
Wait, but he skinned
Kill
it
the
first, though?
No, the dog died, and
Oh,
he ate the skin and paws.
Yeah, but
So,
he-
in his defense, he didn't kill the dog.
Gotta do what you
He
do to survive.
succumbed to starvation. Now, that's
Yeah.
already a sticky thing. I'm not going to get into it, but, like, I can see people like, well, you look pretty hungry, but I'm much hungrier. What's the heaviest rock I can make this dog succumb to starvation to?
Tom actually just joined the Argentinian football team recently.
Oh, God damn it. That's brutal. So Foulweather is the paternal grandfather. Foulweather porks his cousin and makes our subject's father Mad Jack Byron. So Foulweather is the grandpa. Mad Jack is Byron's dad.
Mm-hmm. All right.
And Mad Jack was a fucking disaster with money. He marries our subject's mother, Catherine Gordon. He then squanders her fortune and leaves her in debt and deserts her when she gets knocked up with our subject, Lord Byron. It's written he either cut his own throat or died of an overdose while he was in France when Byron was only 3. So, bad pappy.
Wait, his dad cut his own throat?
Yeah.
How do you overdose on cutting your throat?
It was either one of those two things.
Oh, all right. Well, they really didn't want to examine that body.
Ew, yucky! I don't want to look at it!
He's bleeding around the neck. Intern, what's your first guess? Blind intern. What do you think?
And we aforementioned Byron's mother, Catherine Gordon. She was a chubby, heavy-drinking, emotionally unstable Scottish lass.
Sounds like my type of woman.
Yes. She referred to her own son, Byron, as a lame brat due to his fucked up legs. But the thing is, it's kind of on you. You're the mom that was responsible for those birth defects, so...
That her first child?
Yes, I believe so.
A lot easier to do it on the first child.
What kind of shoes do you wear? Club feet?
You wear sacks of
grain. You just tie burlap around.
Yeah. You wear 2 left Air Force Ones, size 14.
There you go.
But also, Cody,
yeah.
I completely lost my train of thought because I was just thinking about how good Nike shoes are.
That became your train of thought.
Yeah, all right. Let's keep going.
So, though Lord Byron, not a lord at this point, so we'll just call him Byron, though Byron had a lisp, he must have been like one hell of a sexy 9-year-old, as it's rumored he seduces and loses his virginity to his nanny while he was 9. Which is like, fucking weird. Freaky.
Weird, but
it's player shit, man.
Pretty cool.
Yeah.
Good guy, you know?
How do you do that at 9 years old?
I don't know. I'm trying to think what I was doing at 9, and it wasn't trying to seduce my babysitter or anything like that.
Dude, want to see my creepy crawlers I made? Oh, it's actually my pants.
Ooh, glow in the dark.
It was like he was actually a late developer. He wasn't so smooth. It was her first day on the job, and she goes to change his shitty fucking underwears, and she's pulling these pantaloons.
Rock hard.
Usually this stops around the knees, like on a good day. Holy crap. It's tied around his club foot. I gotta try this. I gotta do it. I gotta tell the girls about it.
His nanny was from fucking Minnesota.
Yeah. That's where they come from. Yeah, no, Scottish royalty, you know. They bring in the Minnesotans.
At the tender age of 10, Byron's great uncle, William the Wicked Byron, died and left our boy the title of lord, residual income, and the crumbling ancestral home called Newstead Abbey, valued somewhere in the neighborhood of £140,000.
That's nice.
So, at the time?
That's all a skrill.
Yeah, at the time.
That's a bill.
That's huge.
You
that's
guys,
pounds, that's English, and that's back in the day.
Yeah, I mean, I'm really good with my number conversions. That's $1 billion.
I was just going to say that, yeah, right? Probably a little skrillion.
So, Mike, you asked earlier how he gets his lordship. He makes it to 10 and somebody important dies and bada bing, bada boom.
That's pretty cool.
Just like that.
Mike, I've checked our entire family. No one's important, so don't look forward to that.
Oh, man. So there you have it. He's a lord proper before he's even a teenager. And he's also not a virgin before he's even a teenager. He attends school and gets in a shitload of fights, probably provoked by bullies picking on his garbage legs or his fucked up lisp.
Yeah.
I feel bad for him.
It's what happens.
Wait, it's got a lisp, too?
He's got a lisp. Oh. He was able to seduce... His 9-year-old self was able to seduce his nanny with a lisp.
All right, Cody, though. Where's the source? Is this like him saying that? Like, I fucked my nanny.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, true.
A&E biography.
The nanny's biography?
An A&E biography.
Yeah, so he's. I've never heard a Scottish lisp before.
I don't know if he's got the Scottish accent going on because he's being taught how to talk in English.
Oh yeah, he's a lord. He speaks in proper English.
Yes.
All right.
His mother was the Scot.
Yeah, I mean, I talk kind of like my mom. She talks exactly like me, actually. She's got the same voice and everything.
This is her.
I always thought,
actually.
why is your mom's voice so deep? I was like, that's kind of weird. I love your mom. I'm just saying, like, why is her voice so deep like yours?
There's nothing not to love about it. There's nothing not to love about it. All right.
And also, yours is a little bit high.
Oh, way up there, dude. You know me. I'm fucking
Any
flying.
fucking way. On the cusp of puberty, our boy Byron becomes a vain fucker. He inherits an eating disorder from his mother. He'd starve himself for some weeks, drinking vinegar and eating potatoes. He'd chew on wads of tree sap to abate his appetite. And other weeks, he'd feast and booze it up, having week-long cheat days. So I just want everyone here to imagine him ballooning up and deflating for this entire episode we're talking about him.
Great, just like Dimebag Darrell. Cocaine does that too, is what I'm saying.
Yeah, okay. So, I don't know. I don't think Byron's
So he was
doing
very self-conscious.
cocaine. No, yeah, very self-conscious because, Mike, he commissions romanticized portraits of himself. And in these portraits, there's a handful of them, he's always pictured with full, red, luscious lips, a seductively bare neck, and his skin is often described as alabaster with an internal radiance.
Oh, wow.
He's got
Cody-
curly black hair and small ears.
Cody, besides curly black hair, were you talking with me? You talking with me? Alabaster.
Yeah, you.
I have an alabaster hue about my nipples.
Look at that seductively exposed neck on Travis.
You also got giant lips that, like, if
Yeah.
every time I've done artwork for Roast Mortem, I start with Travis's lips because that's the biggest thing, and I work out. That's something I learned in art. You take the biggest part and then you work.
That's
back.
how you make a caricature.
Exactly.
It's the anchor point.
So I use giant shitty lips.
My anchor point is my ears.
They
probably.
are not
Yes.
shitty. They are succulent. Succulent
Very-
rinds.
Cody, let's get more.
Well put. When it was time for him to enter college, or as the English say, uni, he was rejected from Oxford because his tendency to fight. He wound up in Trinity College and studied for 3 years.
What did you study?
He studied... Oh, fuck, I can't remember. It definitely wasn't fucking literature, though. Or it might have been just a little bit of literature. It might have been like...
It was liberal arts. Liberal arts.
Yeah, yeah.
Liberal arts.
Business
for the time.
degree.
Yeah.
And his spoiled lordship ass wrote a writer for his dorm room, asking that it be accommodated with bottles of wine, port, sherry, and claret.
And 10 boxes of the extra long Slim Jims.
Yes, so he could use the wrapper as condoms later.
Yeah. Can I have the ramen that comes in the bowl, not the cup, not the brick, in the bowl?
Yes, the best ramen.
I heard that's what uni children eat.
I'd love to see him on Freshers Week.
While school was starting, Byron was moving into his dorm room. Byron brought along his bulldog named, get this, Smut. And I think that is a fucking A+ name for a fucking bulldog.
I agree. And I got to be honest with
Yeah.
you guys, I really like this guy.
Yeah.
I haven't found...
He's a good guy.
Yeah.
You'll like him, but he definitely has his faults.
Come, Smut. Come, Smut.
There you go. Nice. Well put, Travis. So he's got this bulldog named Smut. And the headmaster finds out he's got a dog in the dorm room. And he's like, no, you're not allowed to do that. And the headmaster evicts poor Smut. It's like it sends him back to Lord Byron's home. And he's like, fuck this. And enraged, Byron pores over the university's code of conduct and noticed there was no particular rule against having pet bears. So he freaked out all of his classmates when he was caught walking a fucking bear across Trinity
What the
campus
fuck?
one day.
Are you talking about a hairy gay man or an actual bear? Like a black bear or something?
It was a liberated bear from a circus, like one of those dancing bears. You like throw a fish from the crowd and it catches it in its mouth.
Well, liberated bears from the circus. Like,
Yes.
like the kind if you like walk in front of them, they think you're going to hit it.
Yeah, those.
This guy is my dream. I want a bear. I want him to roll me cigarettes because I'll give him bear thumbs.
Where's he
And,
put the
like-
bear
I
in
think
his
bears
dorm
already
room?
have thumbs.
No, but like real thumbs. Like
Yeah, wait.
I'll have like human thumbs just attached to his hands.
Where's this bear live in his dorm room? How's it fit in there?
I don't know. He probably ties it up outside at night because it's from the circus. So
sleeps under his bed.
He
had bunk beds. I'm sure if you went to a SUNY school, you probably dormed in a bunk bed. You just have the bear eat the guy that sleeps above you, and then you have the bear up there.
Problem solved. There you go. Byron spent most of his time boxing, horse riding, and whores riding.
Oh, you mean like the nurse?
Yeah,
dude, that's an A+ right there. Horse riding.
Horse riding.
Do they have what's the thing that they do with horses? Dressage. Do they have like a dressage of horse riding?
Oh my god! Oh yeah, that would be
I will
sick.
walk my pony around the yard, but it's with fucking a horse.
Come look how I fuck it. Watch me go. I am a lord. I will fuck. I will fuck this
Full
way.
trot.
I will stop my fuck right here on the dime. Turn around, backwards, walking. Come now, whore, and we fuck. That's.
Oh my god! Jesus fuck. As I said before, he was known to like boxing. He was. It was written that he challenged pugilists at the local gym, and when it was time for his match, he would show up to the boxing ring wearing a dress just to fuck with his rival's head.
That's pretty
You know
cool.
what I mean? Like, don't lose to the guy boxing you in a dress.
Yeah, just to let everyone know, pugilist, boxer.
Boxer, fighter. That's what pugilism is. It's punching with your fists.
Yeah, just beating up children, little chavs on the streets. Governor, poof.
During Byron's time in college, he would use the crumbling ruins of his ancestral home, Newstead Abbey, to throw fucking ragers.
This is like the 1800s version of Skins right now.
Yes. All of his friends would come over and they would just drink and fuck all night. They would wear all black and rock the old-timey burlap hooded robes and just, it would look like they were doing like secret society shit all fucking night.
You know, I have a theory on that too. I know we've been cutting you off a lot, Cody, but I think those like weird sex parties where everyone drinks a lot also, nothing happens.
Sex happens and
I think it's a bunch of
No.
I think it's a bunch of dudes with whiskey dick who like use their cape and get all fucking motiony about it, and then they get a girl in a corner and they go, "I won't tell if you don't."
just say we had this.
Yeah.
Well, that's
Say
why
we did
whenever
this,
you
you're
see
cool, I'll
orgy,
get you a job later.
yeah, whenever you see orgy scenes, it's just a bunch of people laying on the ground. It doesn't look like they're fucking. They're just like laying there, because like none of them can fuck. I mean, the women can fuck.
I can speak for the entirety of mankind. I understand what it's like to drink too much.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
You
yeah.
you know.
I got you.
Yeah. So yeah, it's gotta be. It's gotta be
real.
a lot of. It's a Swiss cheese event. Let's put it that way.
Anyway, Byron and his party company would break into the family crypt and pull fucking skulls out of the dirt when they needed something to drink out of.
Dude, this metal!
The shit comes in a
Metal.
bottle.
No. They wanted to drink out of fucking skulls. And it's not like they would, like, crack open the top and pour it in. They would flip it over, pour it in, and then, like, drink using the dead man's teeth as, like, a spout.
So they shotgunned it.
If you want to look at it like that, yeah. But just imagine your great-great-nephew using your fucking skull as, like, a red Solo cup just for a night of drinking.
Playing beer pong with it.
I'm gonna say,
Yeah, there you go.
I'm gonna say Foulweather deserved it. So hopefully they dug him up first.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, maybe. I didn't even think about that.
It's like,
Also-
well, you got anything that like fits liquid in it that you really don't care for at all? Oh, my granddad.
It's pretty gross, though.
I mean, this guy sounds like, the term they have in England, chav, which I can't remember what it
Chav.
stands for.
There you go.
What is it?
He's wearing a fucking Adidas
Chauvinistic,
tracksuit
bro.
or some shit.
No, it's.
What was that?
I think it stands for like council housed.
Oh, it's an acronym
Yeah.
or something. Okay.
Council house something and violent, and it's just like basically these fucking
Alcoholic.
idiot people. It's like that show. What is it? What's that show you watch with the peanut dust?
People just do nothing.
The grind dudes.
Yeah, that's
a
what
great
this
show.
guy reminds me of.
Yeah, that's a really solid show right there.
I like how all you got out of that show is peanut dust. Right?
Mm-hmm. Peanut dust.
The show with the peanut
He only
dust.
watched the first goddamn episode.
Well, if that guy is around and wants to be on the show, I'd love to have him on the show.
Okay. Byron would grimly decorate Newstead Abbey using family coffins as poker tables and using Byron ancestral skulls as flower pots or goblets. So, like, there'd just be corpses out in the middle of a party being drinked over and drinked from.
So edgy.
Edgy.
So goth.
Emo.
I love The Nightmare Before Christmas. It's the best ever.
Was he the first gothic dude?
Definitely not the first.
The guy that invented Hot Topic or some shit?
Let's say Lord Byron invented
He's a mall
Hot
goth.
Topic.
He's a mall goth.
Oh, there you go.
Get out of here with your fucking Cinnabon.
Oh, I'm so sad. Give me 7 Cinnabon.
Let's go to Spencer's again.
Oh, they have a cup that says like, "Oh, this is a dick. Drink out of me."
You understand that your dad has been waiting for you in the parking lot for an hour and a half, and he hasn't been bothering you because he loves you. You have nothing but love in your life, sir.
Fuck you, Dad. I had Nirvana shotgun. I got a Spencer's. Fuck you, Dad. I'm going to Claire's getting my Prince Albert.
They do that?
I think they're done at ears.
Anyway.
Auntie Anne's is my real mom.
Are you fucking done? Are you fucking done yet?
No. So much good mall humor.
In the 1800s London.
Yeah.
Okay, fine. Trav.
Me old mall. Paul Mall.
During these sexy ragers, Lord Byron began to notice he was attracted to both girls and boys. He fancied a young chorus boy named Thomas and developed a crush.
Oh, hey,
He
Tom.
learned he was the bisexual type of lad. However, back in, these English days, bisexual lads were just lumped in with the, whole gay crowd. And England at this time had a very nasty habit of hanging their homosexuals.
But like half of England was pufters, as they call them.
Yes.
Dude, no. Excuse me. Half of them? Throughout history, it's still 1 in 10, man. It's always been 1 in 10.
All right, well, maybe
it's not
more
like
in
any
England.
point in history. Like, the Greeks actually, the ancient Greeks used to butt fuck each other as practice,
we'll get there.
as dominance. But,
But
you know where I'm going with this.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Any holes to go back then, dude. I mean,
hell yeah.
dude, a butthole is just as stinky as a front hole. It doesn't matter what woman or man it's on.
That's not true at
Can't
all.
get pregnant.
Dude, that's not true at all.
I don't know. Cody, keep talking.
Okay. So he'll get hanged if he's figured out to be a bisexual man. So this is an honest-to-goodness forbidden love. Oh, excuse me. A taboo, if you will. Byron exalts and embraces it. He lives the rest of his life as a raging, albeit closeted, bisexual. And this naughtiness seeps into his poems and memoirs throughout. Byron wrote in his diaries, "Men were cleverer, but women kissed better." So, equal opportunity.
Well,
fucking.
obviously, I know
I
which
mean,
one I'm going to
like-
go for. I don't need clever.
I think that's what straight men think, too. Right?
Yeah,
little bit
I'm looking
like-
at it now.
I don't know. I know I sound like an asshole right now, but you know where I'm going with this.
No, if you're a bro dude and you're doing a cake stand, you're like, dude, I'm so fucking clever. I killed 700 brain
Yes,
cells.
that's what clever means.
Yeah, bro.
My dude, that guy right there. Fucking clever. Let's go find some pussy.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
than you, Drew.
That's what you're saying, Tom. I
Basically,
understand.
the bottom of this is that all frat guys have sex with each other.
Yes.
Yeah,
I now understand.
That's what
Greek
I'm
life,
getting
baby. Byron developed a weird aversion to the sight of women eating. He thought it was one of the grossest things in the world. He would oftentimes turn down dinner dates just because he thought it was gross to watch a woman, eat.
All right, this is the first thing you've said so far where I'm like, this guy's a fucking idiot.
Why? Women eating turn you on, Travis? It's just like, yeah,
No, just
masticate
eat.
for me.
Just eat, dude.
And stare at women.
what was different about the mouth of a woman?
Yeah,
and a man that
like,
was like, I like the way that man throws down that fucking foot banger. You know what I'm talking about? But as soon as that lady gets her lips in her, oh god dang it, I'm done with this. Why am I talking like that?
That's what he sounded like.
This is Lord Byron. I get off on these types of accents.
Oh, she's got ranch all over her face. She's so sloppy. Oh, I hate it. What are you, an idiot?
I don't know.
Ranch is a very...
He's a literary genius.
Do you know when they do... all right, this is a real talk here.
Okay.
Just a little quick sidebar. When they do pornography... When they do pornography, a lot of times they're watching cream pie stuff. That woman's not actually getting cream pied. There's a cut. And what they fill... And what they fill the vagina up with is ranch dressing.
That is horrific. No one do that.
No, and the only cut that I'm concerned about is the one I'm making in this podcast about that bit.
Well done, Thomas. So he's fucking everything, men, women, the like. He's noted to have written home urging family and servants to, quote-unquote, send more booze money and more condoms.
He's a very free spirit, you know?
They had condoms
very
back
free,
then?
Mike.
What kind of condoms?
So free.
Yeah,
sheepskin.
Yeah, those ones, right?
He's part Scottish, so sheepskin maybe.
Give me some cat's anuses so you can feel more.
It's prickly.
Let me get a haggis wrapper for my dick.
There you go. And I love this part. While times were good, Byron fancied himself a romanticized general in the making. He was a wannabe militant history maker. He wanted to write wartime history books. He was a little bit of a fanboy of Napoleon's. And while school was out, he would make his servants landscape Newstead Abbey to resemble a mock battlefield. He would have 2 fortresses built on opposing sides of the lake and have war games that involve servants moving game pieces representing troops around the property.
Hashtag goals.
It's nice. I would like to do this too.
It's pretty neat.
You guys are fucking lame, dude.
It's nice to have money like that.
I wouldn't want to do that shit.
Oh, you get ready for this next part, Tom.
I might want to do the next part. I mean, I'm not saying I'm writing it all off.
He would even force servants to role-play his naval forces in the lake. He would put servants on a raft and shout orders to have his make-believe troops sail into the positions here and there. And he would even make the servants do artillery sound effects with their mouths while they were moving the pieces.
He's LARPing.
Yes!
Yes, he's LARPing. So he would scream from his fort, like, Jeeves, fire the first artillery volley. And Jeeves would be like, aye, my lord. Shunk. Just all with his mouth as he's like moving like these like game pieces around the yard.
Yeah. Oh my goodness, that bit is very fun.
I love that he's making his butlers just play in the dirt and do sound effects of explosions with their mouths.
Winston, the 7th Regiment is firing the guns! All right, sir. Chim chimney, chim chimney, chim chim charoo, dum 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 poo 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 poo.
That's good.
Thank you for that, yeah. Anyway, after his 3 years at Trinity, he starts working his poetry magic. He has a circle of friends that offer to edit and publish his amateur works. He starts sharpening his literary chops, very particular about his prose and vocabulary choice. He's noted to have frequently used a rhyming dictionary and been quite the perfectionist. So he's working on it. That's
kind of like inputting your name into that Wu-Tang name generator, right? Like using...
Oh, yeah.
Actually, Lord Byron would be a good Wu-Tang name clan.
Yeah.
Wu-Tang clan name, excuse me.
He's working on it, but every good poet needs his fucking inspiration, right? His grand tour, if you will. And that's exactly what it was called. A grand tour back in the old days was when essentially a young nobleman would get out, travel Europe, broaden his horizons, come back, have killer stories to tell or write about.
Yeah, we talked about the grand tour when we did John Mitten. I think a little bit.
That was so long ago.
It was a long time ago.
I'll believe you, Travis.
But yeah, it's a grand tour.
Grand tour. And you're supposed to travel Europe, but at this time, the Napoleonic Wars were popping off, and Byron doesn't want to fucking tangle with that shit, so he hits up the Mediterranean instead of Europe.
Go into Club Med.
Yeah, I'm not going to World Tour.
You have to go to Fuck, where is it? What's the party?
In the Med?
In Greece.
Isn't?
Yeah, what's the party place in Greece?
Oh, what's that fucking place?
Oh,
Coachella?
Starts with an M. I forget. It doesn't matter. Let's go on. Mykonos.
yeah, Mykonos. Gabby, you're the best. And why does this bisexual guy want to hit up Greece? Oh,
he wants to see Skrillex play at Mykonos.
Yeah, Mykonos, but he's there for the boy fucking, just a little bit. You know what I mean?
Well, you take a little ecstasy, do a little boy fucking.
Yeah. Byron would hit up bathhouses and solicit the boys for sex and get his general fill of homoeroticism.
Well, that was normal in Greece, right?
Yeah, that's why he wanted to go. It's just like, in London, I'd get hanged for, dipping my peen in a boy. In Greece, they'll probably throw flowers at me for dipping a peen in a boy. So he's just peen deep in Greek teenagers, just for the writing material.
How old is he now? Is
That's
he a
what Greeks do
teenager
now.
or is he a 20-year-old?
The very next sentence. In Greece, his 21-year-old self fell in love with a 14-year-old Italian language translator and tutor. So it's Greece, and there's someone there named Nicolo who's teaching him to speak Italian and translating Italian for him. And he's also boning this 14-year-old.
No problem with the fact.
tutor.
No problem with the fact he's boning some Greek men. No men, but boys not so cool.
Boys.
Travis, we know that.
I know, but I'm just saying. I don't know. We're putting it in perspective here.
Let me tell you something. Having sex with boys, not very cool.
Nope.
Not cool at all.
Dude,
In England,
I
back
was
those
in the
days.
Boy Scouts. I survived.
Hello, are you a
Very
man?
good.
Can you fight for your country? Don't have sex with boys. That's about it.
There you go.
No punchline there. Right from the horse's mouth. And guess what? I'm a fucking horse. You understand?
Gotcha.
Wait, is that illegal there to bang boys?
I don't know. There wasn't as harsh of a stigma at the time as elsewhere because, like I said, you'd get fucking strung up in England if you got caught doing homos.
Well,
like age of
Greece
consent.
Greece is the modern day Thailand.
Sure, I'll buy that. Byron would refer to his homoerotic encounters using code words because if he got caught saying like, "Yo, I just banged a dude," and it got out, there'd be scandal. He'd probably want to be strung up. His code word was either Methodism, that's pretty funny, or it would be some Latin jive, coitum plenum et opta bilum.
Coitum's too close.
I mean, yeah, I know what that means.
Coming in the
it
mouth?
essentially means like, no, it just means like the tabooest of fucks.
Like, who's he telling? This is for his own diary or
He's
something?
writing home to his friends, and he's like, "You wouldn't believe what I did. I had Methodism with a boy," and like, he would use that word to like
No one pieced
cover
that
his
together.
tracks a little bit.
Hey, Lord Byron's just written in. Haven't heard from him in a while. It's quite a long bit he's written. All right,
Let's see here.
I'm down here in Greece, right? They got great ouzo, right? Olive trees, great. Law, that's fantastic, mate. Also, Methodism with a young child. Well, I don't know what that bit means, but I'm pretty sure he had a great time.
Well, look, what does the asterisk say? Look lower.
Dude, it's like modern day emojis, like with
Yo, go
parents.
down here and say, what's the asterisk say? Oh, it says having vicious anal sex.
Mum's the word though. Shh, shh, shh.
All right, we won't tell anyone. It's all right. We're in the middle of London. No one can read. Servants can't read. It's never been able to. It's all right. We're reading. Right, let's go raving. Let's drink out of that old bloke's skull again. Right? We still got the keys to the castle. You know what I mean? Let's get some porter down there. We'll have a good time, right? Hopefully he's down there talking more Latin to underage boys.
You see how the asterisk looks like an asshole? That's the hint.
He's not hiding anything, really, I guess.
Yeah.
No.
Oh, this is a little eggplant, tight star.
Oh yeah, wet eggplant.
Wet eggplant.
Wet eggplant star.
Yep.
By the way, Byron was very, very, very in love with this Niccolo. Though eventually invalidated, Niccolo was written into Byron's will for £7,000.
They were in love.
So
And that was like a billion.
They were in proper love.
They were in love.
Back then, that's a billion.
Yeah.
Yeah, always a billion.
Mm-hmm.
Probably, or a skrillion.
A skrillion, I like that. At this point in his life, Byron was drowning in so much poon and peen, he was a human sponge of syphilis and gonorrhea.
Yes!
And back in those days, those two things weren't curable. They were treatable. They just hopped you up on mercury and all that good stuff.
Because mercury works wonders.
Yes.
The Flint, Michigan treatment.
Very good. Yeah, that's what he's doing for this.
You
So-
shouldn't drink it, but if you need to, you have to drink it.
So keep in mind he's got those two diseases, and he's still got a whole lot of fucking and torn around the continent. So just think of him as the European STD fairy at this point.
Beautiful.
His dick is just oozing white shit constantly.
Oozing,
So-
whether it be discharge or semen. Yes.
So I know they didn't have ecstasy back then, but this guy would be all about the rave culture.
Oh yeah.
I could see.
I mean, what was his? Did he do drugs? Did you find any drugs? Like, was there opium or like what? Did he do drugs?
He must have. I'm thinking he did opium.
Okay.
He must have.
Like, I know he was drinking a lot, but like, there's got to be some type of
Extracurricular activity in there. I'm gonna guess opium.
Probably.
I don't have it specifically researched, but yes, he had his vices, to say the least. So in the year 1811, he returns home from his grand tour, aged 23. Upon arrival, he finds out his mother is dead.
Oh, well,
His
his mother sucked anyway.
Yeah, but he still wept. He cried. He openly wept on her casket, and he couldn't bear an appearance at her funeral, and instead challenges his servants to boxing matches as some sort of fucked up coping mechanism.
Hey, that's a way to grieve.
Yeah, that's fine.
My mother,
Mom's dead.
my dear mother, she called me bad names, and I couldn't stand to watch her chew. But aside from
Jeeves,
that,
fight me.
come fight me.
Okay, man, I just work here, dude.
Little grieving, little sad times about his mom dead, but his mom dead. But from his travels abroad, he's written a poem, and this poem is entitled "The Pilgrimage of Childe Harold."
It's a lot better than the poem that he didn't get out there called "I Wish My Mother Is Dead When I Get Home."
I want to drink out of my mother's skill.
Oh man, I wonder if he did that actually.
I would like to drink the marrow out of her spinal cord.
What do you think that tastes like?
Great.
Skull juice?
What do you think like skull juice tastes like?
I mean, we had pig brains.
They were smoked, though.
Yeah. But you know he'd have
don't know.
to cook it a little bit, right?
It's like hot soup, kind of.
Just a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Make a stew. Childe Harold had one of those extra unnecessary E's after child, so Old English, yay.
Wait, how many babies does this guy have, or butt babies?
He's got none right now.
Because it's just only coming in the anus so far.
Probably. That's
He's skipping port every week.
Yeah.
gotcha.
So he probably has kids.
Right.
Probably some.
We know of two. He might have a bunch. I think he did have a bunch of illegitimates that, are shady in their legitimacy, I guess, because he's a lord. You know what I mean? I guess every bastard out there was just like, "Oh, the Lord is my daddy."
Yeah.
A bunch of those fucking fair-skinned, clubfoot Greek kids. You know?
Half Greek kids. Yeah. Interesting thing with the Childe Harold is the original draft originally says Child Byron, but Byron was eventually crossed out and replaced with Harold. So history thinks he wanted this to be an autobiography, but it turned out too scandalous with, I don't know, the bathhouse fucking of little boys, and he just replaced the character with someone named Harold instead of Byron.
Oh, okay.
Just to distance himself from the homoeroticism.
Also, Harold's banging all the kids.
Yeah, so Harold, not me.
Harold's a Jewish name. He just wanted to put it. He wanted to make it believable.
Harold and
yeah.
Kumar go to the bathhouse.
I saw that one.
It's not as good.
They drove 50 miles and met Doogie Howser and fucked him when he was a baby.
Oh, Jesus Christmas.
So he hands over this long-winded poem, and it gets published. And the thing is, readers go fucking crazy over it. It's part travelogue, it's part autobiographical, full of steamy romantic naughtiness. It's vivid, it's smooth, and it gets him fucking rock star notoriety. In Byron's own words.
It's like when Shaggy came out with, It Wasn't Me.
Yeah.
So he's making
It's
like
a
those
romance
poems and novels.
Yeah. That's exactly what it is.
That's what Shaggy's song was about.
Would you call romance novels or romance poems about homosexual men pomos?
Pomos, I like that. Yeah. Okay.
Couple of pomos, get your rocks off, man. It's Miami, it's cool.
So after this gets out, Byron finds out, and he writes this in his own words. I awoke one morning and found myself famous. So it was pretty much an overnight thing. The nobles of London invited him to soirees and banquets alike. Women, like I said earlier, fucking fainted when he made like a surprise appearance at gatherings. And he gets laid by just droves of these high-profile London noble women, just one after another, take a number.
And his dick's got spots on it. He's got like Scantron.
Oh
dick.
yeah,
like when you take a
his dick
Scantron
looks like
and roll
leopard
it up.
print.
Yeah,
he's got that irresistible club foot though. They just can't stay away from him.
He's still got the fucked up foot.
Nobles love charity. That's the thing.
Fist me with your disgusting foot, please.
That's called footing. At that point.
Give me a steady footing, boy.
He gets flooded with fan mail from swooning ladies, and back in the day it was considered a token of affection to include a lock of hair in your love letters. And Lord Byron was inundated with locks of lady hair, all of which, by the way, not from lady heads.
Pubes! Yes!
He got pubes in the mails every now and then.
I think that's an offense now, but back then...
No, honestly, Tom, the whole thing, like, I put a locket of your hair inside of my pocket watch. You want a locket of the pube. You know what I mean? Like, ooh. a little bit of pheromones mixed in there, a little bit of smells, a little bit of, there's a little bit of peanut butter in there. Ooh, there's a little bit of Marmite in there. Ooh.
Peanut
I'm
butter.
sorry. Excuse me, Travis, before you continue with this fucking charade of bullshit, do you think our audience is from 1930? Did you just try to make a topical conversation about people putting lockets of hair in their pocket
Bring it
watches?
back. Hashtag, we already did that 80s shit.
Okay.
We already did that 90s shit. Let's go back to 1930s. Send me pubes. Send me fucking Marmite pubes. You know what I mean?
All right. I mean, it's as topical as we
let's
can
aim
get
to be
now.
that famous.
Yeah. I mean, podcasters are the modern day poets.
I think.
Yeah, that's true.
Just imagine an envelope just filled with pubes, like to the brim.
That's what he got, dude.
Pretty hot.
That's what he fucking got. And Lord Byron wanting to be like, an outstanding gentleman, he fancied to return the favor. You know what I mean? He's like, okay, I'll send you my locks of hair.
Do you think Lord?
However,
Do you think he had a landing strip? Like, you think he shaved a little bit?
No.
right.
I think he's full bush, probably. Full.
He had the chin strap.
Like
Chin
he had that
chin
No,
strap
just like
over
pubes
his
go
throat.
around the balls, like chin strap.
Yeah, that's cool, man. like a trimmed lion's mane just around his scrot.
Yeah, if you took off his pants, you just saw like his ball sack looked like that guy. What was his name? The pickup artist? That's what his balls looked like, that guy.
Oh, okay. So Lord Byron wanted to return the favor and send locks of hair out. However, he got so much fucking fan mail, and, he's only got one fucking head of hair. He's like, I don't want to fucking shave this all off and, be bald. So he would just fucking grab his dog, Boatswain, and shear some of the hair off of him and send it back to the ladies.
Oh, God.
Was that
Brilliant.
Was
I
that
love
at least the dog's nut hair? Like, I mean, come on.
I don't know where he grabbed the
I'm
dog.
gonna say at least send his ball hair.
And this dog's name was Boatswain?
Boatswain, the dog. He's great at naming fucking pets. I love Lord Byron.
Think about all those ladies up there in Liverpool rubbing Boatswain all over their junk and bits, you know?
Yup.
Rubbing it down. Lord Byron, give it to me. And meanwhile,
like Boatswain.
you know, a nice cut to Boatswain. Beasts. Animals.
Martha, your naughty bits is showing.
Antoinette, what are you doing in there? We only have one bathroom, and I'll need to get inside of it for pooping. Oh, yeah, no, just rubbing down, you know, just Boatswaining my crotch.
What the fuck?
Oh, my God. Yeah, gross. Dog hair. One noble woman went by the name of Lady Caroline Lamb, was so head over heels in love with Byron that I want all of our listeners in this cast to think of her as the epitome of old-timey, crazy, psychotic ex-lover.
Great.
She was just, she was an unstable minefield of fucking red flags just scattered everywhere. And even those red flags would have the tendency to explode too. Like that type of chick.
Oh, wow.
When Byron broke things off with her, she burned an effigy of Byron alongside all of his stuff. She could get her hands on.
She had a Guy Fawkes day.
She hires some weirdo lady friends to accompany her, and the affair was likened to a pagan voodoo-ish ritual. She burnt love letters, took his affection, the whole 9 yards.
Oh, jeez.
That's what you get for messing with my friends.
And at one point, separate occasion, she infamously cut her wrists with a broken champagne bottle at a party when Byron upset her. And that was a huge spectacle. It was like a Gosper's frenzy.
Yeah, that was where the band Evanescence got their name from, because that was the name of the event that she was at, Evanescence.
Yeah, the Evanescence Gala.
It was Evanescence Gala, and there was that guy, and he was like, wake me up inside! And then she was like, let me just like put the champagne. Oops, I missed blood.
I missed horribly.
It's all a tremendous misunderstanding.
Yes.
I didn't mean to stop y'all evenings. You can keep eating your cupcakes.
Keep waking up inside.
And after that, she even threatened to get a gun and blow her head off in front of him and his bride if he ever married anyone other than her. So, crazy psychotic ex-girlfriend. And at this point, Lord Byron is earning a reputation of a maiden corrupter. Like, well, look what he's doing to the average Londoner Regency.
I can't believe it. It's as if they have no free will of their own.
Weird, right? Byron's playboy lifestyle racked up a hefty bit of debt. He was above accepting his author paychecks. It was posh to write, but it wasn't posh to write for a living. You know what I mean? He's like, oh, I'm a lord. I write. That doesn't sustain me. I am self-sustained. So he just doesn't cash in his author paycheck.
But then he wasn't self-sustained.
Yes, but he wanted to make it look like he didn't need his author
paycheck.
Right.
I do not need these author paychecks.
Yeah, but just put like your favorite butt servant. Just tell him. Just like look.
Butt servant.
You go down to the bank,
Western Union.
Tell them it's a different Lord Byron. Your name is Henry now.
Yes.
Your name is Henry.
He dodged creditors sometimes.
Yeah, it's a different Lord Byron. Cash a check, bring back the pounds for me, and in return I will give you 60 pence. You can spend as you please.
In return I will give you 7 poundings.
Oh, wow. There you go.
I can't wait, Lord Byron.
Thank you. Your cock is it's great, dude. It's great. I don't know. It's clubbed.
It's one of those things where
clubbed cock.
I've seen the stuff that comes out of your dick, and I'm excited to also have that for my own dick.
Yes, please. And the rumor mill is starting to act up that he's a little bit of a homosex. So he's in a little bit of trouble. He's broke. He's got rumors of being gay. He figures let's kill 2 birds with 1 stone and find a sugar mama / beard, a.k.a. someone that would soak up his debt and make him look heterosexual.
Oh, you mean one of those like big-breasted English noble women with a dick?
Yes.
With what?
With a
dick?
Yeah.
With no dick. with
I
no
would say
dick.
America freedom, but this is England, so like England freedom, America big old English cock on a big bosom woman.
Yeah.
Servant, I just watched the oddest film. It was called Rocky Horror Picture Show.
What was that?
I'm not
about?
sure what I'm looking at, but I want a piece of this action.
Yes. What was it? Transvestitual Transylvanian? I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
So he's on the prowl for a sugar mama beard type thing. And he begins courting Lady Annabella Milbank, a wealthy heiress. And her last name is Milbank. I want you to think $1 million in the bank, that type of rich.
Oh, great.
Okay.
Yes.
Milbank.
So amidst this courtship, Byron begins to fancy someone else called Augusta Leigh, Lady of the Royal Chamber. She worked for the royalty.
Wait, did she clean the bed chamber pots?
I think she was the manager of the people that cleaned the chamber pots. So
She got to inspect the pots, make sure everyone was coming out clean.
Yeah, so basically, Lord Byron was fucking Mike Rowe at this point. Dirtiest jobs.
Byron was fucking Augusta Leigh, a.k.a. his half-sister.
Oh!
I think that might be a roast mortem first. We've had cousin fuckers aplenty, but I think this is the first sister fucker.
The
Am I right?
stepsister or his real sister?
Half-sister.
Half-sister.
So she's like somehow blood related to him?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's blood
I
related.
think
Oh,
I think that is the first, Cody. I think you're right. I think it was the first sister
Yes,
fucker.
There we go. First sister fucker.
Wow, you see, this is what pornography this is how it ruins minds, young minds.
Shut
Yes,
up, Tom.
yes.
Some people like corrupt pornography. I like clean pornography. Shrimp.
Yeah, I mean,
shrimp.
Step
Shrimp
sister.
delicately placed inside of a gaped anus.
What the fuck?
Delicately.
with gloves on, protection.
With gloves,
yeah,
yes, with
nasty.
gloves.
No dental
You
damage.
are infused. You are infused with latex and shrimp. Yes, placed delicately in the anus, and then we will. I don't know. Write a paper about you.
Good.
Through a funnel or is it just dumped onto your anus?
Both. Sometimes one
Cocktail
thing,
sauce.
sometimes the other, dude. Just porn's all about mystery. It's all about whoa, what's going on right now? All right, back to Lord Byron.
Yeah, I'll take this away from you.
Yeah.
Okay, so on top of all the homosexual rumors, he's got fucking sister fucking rumors on top of it. So I don't know what you guys would prefer. Like, would you rather have homosexual rumors or incestuous rumors floating around you? Our boy
Well-
Lord Byron had both to contend with at this point.
When we were growing up, there was this whole, and I think it's very non-PC right now, where people are like, no homo, right? Like, oh, no homo.
Oh, yeah.
But like that was like shit you said when you were growing up. Like I would much rather, you know, instead of saying that, say like no incest. No incest, bro.
Incest.
No incest.
Got it.
No inst.
No inst. No inst, bro.
brah.
No inst.
And it's fucking England Regency, so you know what I mean. Like maybe it's par for the course for those people.
incensed to me now.
I'd rather people think I'm gay than banging my sister.
Yeah, right.
It's pretty
Okay.
fucked.
That's fair.
Well, what about if your sister thinks you're gay?
As you're fucking her.
I mean, Mike, can we just
that's
take that
getting cut.
sound clip and just send it to Pornhub and be
Yeah.
like, "Hey,
Out of
Pornhub, guess
context
what?
Everywhere.
It's not cool. No one likes this unless they're
No one
stupid."
cares.
Incestuous rumors breaking out. Everyone's thinking like, "Oi, Lord Byron's porking his half sister," and you know, to cope with this and to abate the rumors, your boy Lord Byron hurry ups and marries Lady Milbank on January 2nd, 1850. But the fucking horn dog he was, Byron invites his half sister to move in with the newlywed couple at the time.
Ooh.
Awful threesomes.
Yeah.
Was he aware at the time that she was his half sister?
Oh yeah, they knew.
Or was it like that like Luke Skywalker thing?
No. They definitely knew. They were introduced. This was like the first time in his life he was meeting his half sister Augusta. But the thing they both shared and kind of like fell in love with each other, aside from a parent, was they both had the same like genetic lisp, and they thought it was cute on each other.
That's
So it was
goals.
like, ugh.
You're so cute. I just want to stick my tongue down your fucking gullet and touch the same stomach acids because my mommy said you the germs touch if you eat the cookies at the same time. I've been to Greece before. Where have you been?
So this flat is set up like a fucking sitcom. We have Lord Byron, suspected womanizer, rumors of having homosexual incestuous affairs. He's got a gambling and a whoring problem, and he leaves droves of heartbroken, jilted ex-lovers. And then we've got powerful heiress, new bride, and now pregnant Lady Milbank. And then we also have Augusta, the half-sister, with a high-profile job that can be easily shredded by the slightest mention of incestuous scandals.
What was her job?
Holy
she
fuck.
was a woman back in the 1800s. What job was that?
No, she was the first lady of the royal chamber.
Oh, so she just kind of sat there.
Yeah, she looked at poop all day.
Yeah, she managed the chamber pot transfers.
The fuck?
What's in the pot? I'm going to go kiss my brother.
And the mounting pressure gets to be too much for Lord Byron, and he decides he's got to break up this love triangle. And he sends Milbank away, not his half-sister.
Oh.
So he does away with the opposite of what you would expect.
Did they actually get divorced? Because I know divorce was like a big old thing back then.
Yeah.
Oh, yes, Travis. We'll get into that right now. So Milbank is asked to get up and leave. You know, she's fucking pregnant with his child.
She's still preggers.
And he sends
she's
her
pregnant too?
She's still preggers. Milbank runs away back to her wealthy parents, and her dad is not fucking happy for, reasons apparent. Oh, that was an unintended joke. He finds... Daddy Milbank finds Byron's crazy ex-lover, Lady Lamb. Remember her? Psychotic fuckwad.
Oh, yeah. She's great. She's a good time at a party.
So Daddy Milbank greases her palms and asks her to prepare a testimony affirming that Lord Byron is in fact a flaming homosexual. So at one point, Byron lets it slip that he's been in anuses to his ex-crazy girlfriend, Lamb.
Rookie mistake.
Yeah, right.
And his father-in-law leverages Lamb with a little bit of money to get ready to say, like, this guy
This is a big old TMZ shit in the 1800s.
Oh, yeah, dude.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, that's a good one.
And
TMZ.
you just never tell the woman in your life the gay stuff you've done. Like, you know what I mean? You know what I'm talking about?
Well, you were in Tom was in a frat.
Yeah.
Yeah, had a great time.
Got
In
it.
the Suffolk frat.
Yeah. I had a frat house at Suffolk.
It was in a van.
We call this the Quorum Creamers. We couldn't think of a Greek name. We had a great time out east. We rented a house for $36 a month.
The Sharknadoes.
Yeah, there was 7 people living in it, and everyone had their hats on backwards while we had gay anal sex.
Dude, well, you know what? I mean,
way.
if you're talking about
Go Sharks.
if you're talking about Suffolk, this is a very local joke, but if you're talking about Suffolk fraternities, you know the puka necklace. Every shell you put on the puka necklace is a different anus you've come in. And I saw your puka necklace, Tom. It was, wow, there was a lot of shells on there.
Well, I started calling it the jump rope.
Salt life.
So, oh, God. Jesus Christ. Daddy Milbank has got all like this testimony, and he's using it as blackmail on Lord Byron. And he's forcing Byron's hand to end the unhappy marriage, take all of the blame, and self-impose an exile. So the deal is, hey, get away from my daughter, tell the public it's your fault, accept that disgrace and dishonor, and then get the fuck out of here. Or I'll tell everyone you're gay, and you're going to get lynched.
Would they really lynch you
he plays
back in the...
hardball.
Because I heard there was like a sexual revolution going on in the 1800s in London.
My research
Lynched?
says like it was a capital
Okay.
punishment thing.
All right.
Yeah, and if the proper authorities didn't get around to it, like they're just like the Regency might just pay some hoodlums to visit you in the middle of the night.
Yeah, they just knock on your door. Wake up, Poofta. Wake up, Poofta.
I'm not answering this. Jesus Christ.
Wake. And then he opens the door. He walks down the steps, and he's just like, "How could I help you? Are you a Poofta?" No. Oh,
Me.
All right. Goodbye, Poofta.
Show us your sausage roll!
You spotted dick.
Yeah, we haven't used that at all.
No. And Lord Byron accepts. He's like, all right, I'll not risk this unjust capital punishment and get the fuck up and out. And he's quoted famously as saying, either I wasn't fit for England or England wasn't fit for me. Just like, yeah, I guess. You got blackmailed out of the country.
Or England didn't fit inside of me.
No. I only got half of the population in now.
I maxed out at 4, and there's about 2 million men.
So, like I said, Byron accepted this offer in 1816. He ended the marriage after only 1 year of being a husband. He accepted the disgrace of cheating on a noblewoman, and he got the fuck up out of England, never to return, never to meet his one legitimate daughter.
Wow. Did he properly get divorced? Was this something that was the church was all right?
Yeah, I think. Okay. Yeah. But he brunted all of the shame and bitterness of it. He had to be like, it's all my fault. I'm a bad husband. She's, the proper lady, but it's me that's fucked up and ruining everything.
I'm sorry for everything. I'm going to miss going to the mall with you. I'm going to miss a lot of things that we did in our relationship, and I just want to say, I think your dad's an asshole, but you're pretty nice. And thank you for letting my sister move into your house.
His half-sister.
She's my
half-sister. It's not as bad as that.
Well, I mean, so the kiss is only half as bad.
And he bums around a little bit. He bums around Belgium, and he eventually ends up squatting in Geneva, Switzerland.
Oh, cool.
Now, Geneva had a bit of a reputation for welcoming and granting refugee to political exiles, and Byron shows up, blackmailed out of fucking England, and he's just like, yeah, politics were definitely involved with my fucking exile.
Oh, yeah.
And Geneva lets him stay and set up shop. Byron was very quick to make a few friends. A doctor, John William Polidori, the famous poet, Percy Shelley, and Percy's girlfriend, Mary Godwin.
Oh, and that would be Mary Shelley. I wrote Frankie.
Yes. After Mary Godwin marries the boyfriend, she becomes Mary Shelley. Does that ring a bell for anyone? Frankenstein. There you go.
I am so Frankenstein. I can see hair.
We'll get into that a little bit later. Okay. And by the way, just because Byron fucked about just about everything in
fucked
London,
Mary Shelley?
He did not fuck Mary Shelley, but a strange coincidence unraveled that he had fucked Mary Shelley's sister in London. So it's just like, oops, like, oh, look at that. Boned my new friend's sister.
Eskimo sisters.
You must have a way of words.
Yeah. The sister's name was Claire Claremont, and she figured, oh, hey, my ex-boyfriend is living with my sister. Let's, go hang out, because we all have a history, and the Byron got back with his ex, Claire Claremont, and they all lived together in a huge lakeside manor.
A modern-day reality show. Just a bunch of hacks that think they're stars living together and sucking each other off.
This is Big Brother.
Big Brother, mate.
Got it. In this mansion during a rainy long weekend, Byron suggested they kill a few days with spooky stories and some writing sessions. The doctor, John William Polidori, penned a writing which would later become The Vampire, vampire spelled with a Y. And this redefined the vampire horror story. The vampire antagonist used to be the slimy, decrepit hunchback archetype. Think like Nosferatu type character.
Yeah.
Polidori wrote about a suave, mesmerizing, romantic, lady-killing, vampiric antagonist. And here I want you to think Dracula from like the Castlevania series.
Or Twilight, dog.
No.
Why not Twilight, dog? It's got that guy. It's got fucking what's his name in it? Team Freddie Mercury.
Yeah, okay.
Whatever. Who cares?
This would later inspire Bram Stoker to write his fucking book. So, and it's believed Polidori pulled from Byron to write this new vampiric antagonist. So
you're saying these guys shacked up for a few days to exchange stories.
Well, they're living together, and Byron decides like, hey, let's kill some time by ghost stories and writing, and the vampire came out of it, And as Travis pointed out earlier, another horror story came out of it.
Twilight.
No, Frankenstein.
Wait, so Byron, so this guy asked Byron, he's like, tell me about your experience. Well, then he was like, well, I have burned through the witches and slammed through the bitches in the back of my Dracula. And then all of a sudden, Dracula appears.
Yeah, the Dracula archetype we know today.
This is a nice chunk of history that I could do without.
Yeah. It's the birth of gods.
Right. That, and also, I couldn't imagine living in a house with a bunch of people who want to tell me stories they just made up.
Wait, isn't that what we do?
I don't want to hear.
But these were classics, Tom.
I don't want to hear real. Yeah, there weren't classics at the time. Like
they became classics. So wouldn't you want to hear a classic before it became a classic?
Like 1 in 100 stories that's true, and people try to tell me. I say no, thank you. So imagine that shit. Just like, I'm really bored, and I come from money. So check this out. There's a guy.
What else did you do back then?
He's got a cape.
Fuck.
And he can come in and fuck anyone he wants.
Yeah.
And some of them, he turns into ladies. Real ladies.
Yeah.
Like, gives them the old blood pump,
So we're basically talking about
a whole eternity of weekends.
We're basically talking about the mythical person. So basically, Lord Byron is the mythical person, and I want you to bleep the last name, John.
Okay,
we've talked about him on the show before. We've talked about him on the show before. But this is who John is. My uncle sucked a lady's tit, and blood came out, and then I turned into a vampire. That's sick.
And he was only one of 7, and they all do different disciplines of samurai warriorship. And I had to kill one of them because the other one stole the other one's car.
Oh, man. And like we said earlier, we got Mary Shelley churning out Frankenstein. Great horror classic. Read it if you haven't. And after this writing session, Lord Byron knocks up Claire.
Oh.
It's out of fucking wedlock, and he treats this offspring like shit. It's a daughter Byron would refer to as his quote-unquote little illegitimate.
Nice.
It rolls off the tongue. Little illegitimate.
Little illegitimate.
I'm impressed he could do that with a lisp.
Faith, my little illegitimate child. Of only feed her Idaho fried French fried potatoes from the red bag.
That sounds good.
As to not impede his bachelor lifestyle, Byron had her shipped to a convent, where she would eventually and quietly succumb to typhus by the age of 5.
That's how you do
nice.
it.
Get rid of it.
So you solve your problems.
Nobody wants kids.
Her name was Allegra, and it means happiness. So, very tragic life.
Well, she shouldn't have been. All right, first of all, she should have been named after a prescription because that's how you get stupid names.
I'm gonna name my son Zoloft.
Zoloft, I like that.
Yeah,
I'm gonna name mine Advil.
Advil Regan. That rolls off.
I like that. That's great.
Clorazepam. His mellow, unharshed by his illegitimate daughter, Byron spent his time writing and fucking Claire some more.
Cool.
And we got a bunch of posh young writers in one mansion. The Shelleys had this reputation of practicing free love, so think of them as 1800s hippies.
What's that shit
in,
called?
Geneva.
Narpla? Malpa?
Nambla, you mean?
Nambla?
Oh, having sex with boys. No, that's different. This is,
Is it
more
like
like
free lovers, though?
No, that's You're thinking polygamy.
And well, yeah.
Or polyamorous, which is also a haka shit.
That's a cool flute you played. No, I mean, I think that the Shelleys, it wasn't so much of hippie shit as it is like modern day, like you were saying, Tom, like polygamy. Yeah, I mean, because they weren't hippies. They were just like
open relationship.
A hippie is like, dude, I just came in her because like the daffodils told me to come in her, and like let me just turn to this, let me turn to this sunflower and like fucking come in that sunflower. You know what I mean?
Well, yeah, no, this was different. This was a bunch of royalty and people with money living in one house, and then if 2 of them happened to like get into because they wake up at all times of the day, and if 2 of them were in the breakfast nook eating their poached eggs at the same time, They would look at each other while tapping the egg.
Tapping.
Size each other up. Would you care to have a bit of sex after this egg?
That's how they did things.
Exactly. You got it, Tom. You nailed it.
So we got this reputation of an open marriage, and then we got this sister fucker, bisexual in the mix, and there's Claire. So the entire mansion has this rumor like, oh, it's just one crazy sex party, never-ending sex party over at this lakeside mansion.
Mm-hmm.
And soon tours are being organized through the mansion grounds, and opportunists on the opposite lakeshore are renting binoculars to travelers so they can probably get a sneak peek at some boning happening.
Let me see the titties.
I don't want to see.
I would love to receive the titties in my eyes.
They just fucking write all day.
My wife doesn't like me no more, but, I'll tell you something. I'm gonna get a pop a tit out of this one if I bring him in. I'm gonna get him nice and horny and bring him back home after that and plow in the bushes, In
the back of my lorry.
It's about getting them rolled up.
So Byron hates this. He left England to dodge and lay low, and it's not happening here because his reputation's catching up with him.
It's paparazzi.
Yeah, paparazzi, Swiss paparazzi, and Byron found this grotesque. He wanted to leave it behind, and he up and leaves Switzerland and relocates in fucking Italy of all places.
Can't a man bang his sister in peace?
And so Byron makes it to Venice by 1817. And it's Italy. Everyone's fucking. Byron gets into it. He brags about having sex with 200 Italian
The great thing about Venice is you can't tell if it's just the water or a lot of vaginas.
He's a Guido now.
Well,
we'll get into that.
It was probably closer to 100 women because I know one thing I know about Italian women is that they have facial hair.
Yeah,
a little bit.
And it's nice, but what happens is you get drunk and you start off with one woman who looks like from a distance and all blurry-eyed, no facial hair there, and then you sober up a bit and you realize you've had sex with 2 women.
Well, also nowadays too, it's they don't have facial hair because there's about 7 pounds of concealer on their face.
Yeah, that's how they don't want to shave, so they just pile on concealer.
They mat it down. They turn themselves into a fucking paper mache.
Byron always targeted married women. It was just something. It was something that got his rocks off. He liked the taboo of just plowing a fucking married chick, and he would write home and just be like, "I got another one."
Cody, roughly how old is he now? I mean, I'm assuming he's in his 30s, maybe.
18, 17, probably his late 20s.
Okay.
Also, Cody,
very short life, by the way.
Cody, you have any theories as to why he went after married women?
He liked taboo fucking. He liked stuff that was frowned upon. That's why he liked boy assholes. That's why he liked banging.
All right, but
married women.
But hear me out. Can you think of another reason that perhaps he only went after married women?
Nothing comes to mind, but lay down what you're thinking.
Well, married women tend to come with a married man. And with a married man comes a shaft and butthole.
A little swinger.
Yeah.
Hey.
Okay, yeah.
So get friendly. Get friendly. Hey, what are we going to have fun together? Because I'm a bisex. And when you're a bisex, you get the best of all worlds. Travis went on. Yeah, Travis, you were ranting about that recently. Totally off podcast.
Greedy.
I'm just throwing. You were so upset. You were just like, I wish I was the bisex because then I'd be able to get down with both.
Well, yeah,
and men.
it's
that's
the best.
That's how you talk when you're drunk too. You talk like a Southern Baptist preacher.
Yeah, twang.
I talk like Mitch McConnell or that guy who's that fucking weird guy. But anyway, it's the best. It's the best of both worlds, right? And the male erogenous zone is in the prostate. So you want to please your woman? You want to please your man? Enter the male erogenous zone. And Lord Byron.
Right. Right.
Okay.
And this is where your jealousy comes in. This is where Lord Byron had it figured out. He would go to the woman, knowing that she was involved with a already spoken for man.
Yeah.
And then you can really keep it under wraps. Then you could. I'm gonna fuck the whole family.
If you're a married woman or a man, and you really want to spice up your relationship, go to Etsy.com/ByronBoys. and you can receive a firm shaft that will tickle your gentleman's prostate and make you cream.
I'm gonna put on my list the websites to check out.
Yeah, right.
Enter code RMC for 15% off.
Oh.
Byron would oftentimes get raging drunk and fall into the Venetian canals more than once. And those fucking things are gross.
Really?
I was gonna describe it as bird bath water with sewage.
Oh.
Mainly poop.
It's exactly what it smells like. I think 75% of this cast has been to Venice before.
I've never been there.
You're the 25.
Yeah, you're the 25. Yeah.
We all went together. Besides you, Mike, you weren't invited because you were a child.
Yeah, that's fucked up.
Yeah.
Yeah, true.
It's fucked up.
It's painted as like this romantic venue, but it just smells like every pigeon shit is swept into the Venetian canals and just left there.
So like the Hudson?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can think of it as the Hudson.
No, you could drink out of the Hudson compared to the fucking Venetian canals. That's got Italian duty out of it. That's squidding pasta coming out of the other end.
Lots of pizza dough.
No, honestly, if you built the city on the East River, that's what it is.
Yeah, okay. And your boy Byron would gloat that he nailed a chick that fished him out of the canals.
That's hot.
One time. That is disgusting, Mike. Byron is covered in pigeon fecal matter. His dick has already got syphilis and chlamydia in it, and he goes like he fucking raw dogs the
Came to
female
shower
that
first.
fishes her
She
out.
falls in and she's running around. Oh, che così. And he's like, help me, I don't speak Italian. I just had sex with my teacher. I didn't learn anything. Then he gets out, has sex, probably has a baby.
Forgets about it.
That's a sewage child.
Yeah.
That's what.
Yeah. That's how Danny DeVito's come into existence.
That's Shredder from the Turtle Ninjas. I forgot that.
Turtle Ninjas. Cody, so fuck you, Mike. You're right. That's hot. That's hot.
Oh, it's that's probably a urinary tract infection
Dude,
from hell.
That's called love.
Imagine
Cody.
that water
That's called
getting
love.
pushed.
Hot.
All right. Byron, he's in Italy. He's got some sexual liberation on the boy fucking front. Italians weren't huge sticklers for homosexuality. They would fucking gossip to high hell, but death threats weren't a fucking thing in Italy.
You have a sex with my boy? Just bring him back before sunset. Come on.
Yeah, there you go. Tom's got it. Here's where Lord Byron writes the story of Don Juan, a fictitious, legendary.
He's the one that spat at windmills.
No, that's Don Quixote.
Same shit,
Travis.
dude. Same
Don Juan
shit.
is like a libertine,
It's like a
fancy
restaurant
boy.
in Babylon.
There's a Johnny Depp movie about him, and he's not even
you go.
crazy during it. He's just normal. But here I am. It's an early role. I'm not like, I haven't hung out with Hunter S. Thompson yet. I don't have to pretend to be something I'm not. I'm just a man who looks fucking hot.
Yeah, hot man.
Yeah.
Let's do a quick sidebar with the name Don Juan. I look at the name Juan, and I instinctively want to pronounce it Juan. But if you fucking do this while reading the poem, it breaks the rhyme scheme to high fucking hell. For whatever fucking reason, Lord Byron intended you to pronounce Juan Juin. So it would Juin.
What you doing?
So it would rhyme with the rest
Like
of the poem.
Hewin? Or like, what did he say that would rhyme with it? Ruin.
Ruin.
Oh, ruin.
He wanted Juan to rhyme with ruin.
Juan.
And that involves getting rid of a fucking syllable, and it's a whole fucking nightmare. It made me look like a fucking moron in my college courses because I just wanted to say Don Juan like a normal person, but it's Don Juan.
That's because he's English, and English people before like maybe like before like maybe 2019 were completely uncultured. Like they believe spaghetti came from a tree in the early 20th century. So like that's why he's like, oh, it's pronounced Hewan, and okay, well you're fucking dumb English.
Juan.
Don Hewan.
All right. Well, that's a questionable thing, but
No, it's true. That is a real thing. They
Sidebars.
thought spaghetti came from a tree.
no,
Yeah,
dude.
the BBC pranked
that's not true.
It is true.
That's not true at all. That's a housewives' tale.
No,
dude.
people believe that shit, dude. And until 2019, they were
BBC
like, wow,
produced it.
spaghetti is different. Oh my God. It's not pronounced Juan, it's pronounced Xavier.
I'm not saying they were cultured. I'm just saying that particular instance, I think maybe Exactly.
I love English people. Putting it out there. Let's move on because Don Jewin is in ruin right now. And that makes sense to me, right?
That's how he wanted you to say it.
Don Jewin?
Yeah, but it hurts my head to do that. So let's step away
Tom,
from
are you
this
doing
topic.
a Jewin face right now? What is this going on? That's what my account looks like when I bring in all my papers.
Speaking of transactions, Byron sells off his ancestral home and starts life anew. So he sells his Rager ruins. He buys an estate and establishes a fucking eccentric little zoo right where he lives.
That's cool.
Close friend Percy Shelley, remember him? He wrote, quote, Lord B's establishment consists of 10 horses, 8 enormous dogs, 3 monkeys, 5 cats, an eagle, a crow, and a falcon. And later in the margins, he also writes, and I have just now met on the grand staircase 5 peacocks, 2 guinea hens, and an Egyptian
He's a regular old Dr. Doolittle.
Whatever happened to the pet bear he had in college?
Oh, pet bear. I'm sure that was like a fucking like one-off little like prank he did. He probably slugged that thing and ate steaks.
Oh, probably that. Yeah, probably killed it.
And he's got this crazy little bachelor pad in Italy. And another sidebar, small note, some point in time in Italy he gets a sunburn because an Italian museum has the gross Byron peelings on display. Like,
ew. Dude, throw that out, Spain.
You can talk to the Biblioteca Clasenza in Ravenna, Italy.
All right, Italy, fucking throw that shit out. It's gross.
I hope roast mortem can be that famous.
I hope if anyone gets my skin peelings, they just throw it in the garbage.
No, save that shit.
Hope someone wears my skin.
Save the skin peeling. Jesus. Throw out the Travis. You know what I mean?
Why, thank you, Tom.
This one's more well-behaved. Byron moves to Pisa and is visited again by Percy Shelley, and they're both semi-retired poets. The two decide to do the bourgeois thing and get into boating. Byron dumps a shitload of money into his boat, a multi-masted, multi-cabined ship. It's huge, it's lavish. He christens it the Bolivar. Percy does not dump so much money into his commissioned vessel, and because of this, he sets out and instantly drowns.
Fuck you, Percy, you piece of shit. You should have named you something other than the fucking Dinky. You should have gone with something big.
At least life preservers. The year was 1822 when this happened. And Percy's gross, bloated body washes up on the beach the next day.
That's gruesome.
And the Pisa authorities show up, and they're just like, ew, icky. And they think the body's too fucking nasty to take back in the city limits, so they just torch the fucker right there on the beach.
If you're playing Resident Evil, best move. Just torch it, dude. Burn it.
Burn it.
Yeah.
And red skulls.
You don't need any Percy skulls come back.
Yeah. So they torch Percy on the beach. Byron's there. He's distraught, but he's lingering. And everyone's thinking, like, oh, he's just feeling it. He's in mourning. But Byron's sitting there waiting for the fire to go out to get dibs on Percy's skull.
Oh, so he can drink out of it?
Yup.
This guy is fucking something else. He really is.
Yeah.
Can you guys drink out of my skull, please?
I'll do. Yeah,
I will.
dude.
I mean, like this,
we rinse.
Well, you can send it to a
first.
taxidermist or something. All right, I'll clean it.
Okay.
Put some salsa in your skull.
Yeah. Well,
salsa
just not guac because I'm allergic. I mean, I love guac, but
we'll get some.
I don't think your skull will care
on
if
the
you're
side.
allergic to guac.
We'll get some Rust-Oleum clear coat. It'll be fine. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, acrylic
but
shit.
But like this guy sounds like he can replace every single character in the show DuckTales, all at once.
That's very true.
Huey, Dewey, and Louie.
Yeah.
Huey, Dewey, and the news.
At this point, the Pisa authorities know what he fucking does with skulls because his reputation catches up with him, and he is fucking denied outright. They're like, "We know what you're gonna do with that." No, that
at least he wasn't gonna turn.
Come on, I want.
Yeah, he wasn't gonna turn into a fleshlight.
What are they gonna do with the body?
You don't know what he's probably gonna sip out of it. But there you go. With his best friend dead and most of the interesting people in Italy already fucked, Byron grew tired of his Italian life. He received a distress call from one of his Greek contacts, however. The correspondents asked him to join the fight in freeing Greece from Ottoman rule. And Byron, he's a general fucking wannabe. He dumped his current mistress and packed it up for Italy once again. Or he packed it up for Greece once again.
Oh, you Ottomans gotta get it now. I'm angry about something that they wouldn't let me drink out of it.
Yeah, that was the last straw. Like, he was only in Italy to drink from Percy's skull. So here we have Byron returning to Greece. He's amped up. He's got to fight alongside Greek soldiers, liberate the country from those nasty Ottomans.
Get him.
He wants to go... Yeah. He wants to go down in history as the savior of the birthplace of Western civilization. And the entire ordeal will also appease that military wannabe boner he's had since fucking forever. He devotes 30,000 pounds to the Greek liberation cause, ready and willing to accept his military destiny.
I'm pretty sure that he didn't have any money at this point, from what you've described. So where's he getting this 130,000?
He sold his fucking ruins, remember, and that gives him the funds to like do the zoo, do the boat, and fuck around in Italy and Greece for a little bit.
I forgot he liquidated his assets.
Yeah, you also said military destiny. I think you said the wrong word. Military dong. Dong.
He had something stuck in his dong later on. Wasn't fucking sexual though.
What?
Yeah, we'll get into that later. Your boy Byron was appointed Fire Master of the Artillery Division. Sounds fucking killer.
That's a cool title.
Is that just uniform coordinator?
He would be the guy that would give the order, like, load and fire.
Do it.
Cannons would go off. Yeah, do it.
Do
fuckers.
it. Make it happen.
Bedazzle that uniform.
It sounds all sexy and good until he fucking gets there. He gets stationed in a crap crater called Mislangi. And he's not fucking happy. There's no glorious Greek countryside sun-kissed battlefront. It's a rainy, swampy area with unenthusiastic troops to train. All these Greek curmudgeons are fucking actually mercenaries, and they're all demanding back pay before taking any further orders.
Okay.
So it's just,
damn.
morale is low.
And
So-
all their relatives moved to Astoria.
yeah. And sell gyros.
Yeah.
The weather is shite. He gets holed up in the barracks for way fucking too long. He's like this free, rambunctious spirit. He wants to, not be cooped up. He gets frustrated and orders a horse to be readied for a joyride in the rain.
Let me joyride in
And
the rain, and my horse gonna take my stallion.
Yeah.
He just run on a battlefield.
Sorry, Mike, what was that?
He's just riding around in a terrible battlefield joyriding. Isn't it,
he didn't want to
gloomy
go to
out?
the battlefield, but he wanted to go, just get out, stretch his legs and his horse's
He just wanted
legs,
to take his Ferrari out and listen to synthwave like driving the highway.
Don't we all?
Cool.
Against his subordinates' advice, he rides out into the rainy night. He does return safely, but he seemingly trades in his cabin fever for a fucking actual fever, one of which he would never fully recover from.
Lord Byron.
Wait, so he's got all these sexual
Mike, how about-
diseases and now he has a fever? Just now?
The cherry on top, yeah. His immune
Finally
system
caught
buckled
him.
this once. Mike, ask
Yes.
me how he dead.
How does this boy die?
Now, we know from past experiences, Travis, that 1920s American doctors were laughably bad. What do you think 1820s Greek doctors were like?
You put a suspicion on it.
Wait.
Put this leopard on your back and let it heal you. or
Dude,
some
did you say
shit.
put spinach on it, Tom? Because when I had a cut in the deli we both worked in, they were like, they just took a fucking Newport and cracked it over the cut, and they're like, you put the tobacco over the cut.
Seriously, that works
It does.
to this day. If you get a little
really?
cut, you get a nice nick on it with a knife, find your friend who smokes, because he's the cool guy. He'll give you one.
Yep.
And you just crack it over there, and man, you will be healed
It
up
really
in no
does
time.
work.
Wait,
It worked for me
cigarettes
once.
heal your cuts?
And
Yeah,
also,
wow.
if you have a tapeworm, just start eating cigarettes.
Yeah.
Why tapeworms
No,
don't
it
like
kills
that?
the tapeworm.
Well, how do you know you have a tapeworm?
Because you're
like
dying of
emaciated.
malnutrition, but eating like a donkey.
All right, good. I thought I had one.
You're probably good, Mike.
Just now.
You can eat a cigarette right
eat
now.
one, dude.
to be
Eat
safe.
it, man.
You're
I'll
probably
let
good.
boost our YouTube views. Mike, we can do like a sweet, like one of those like thumbnails of like Mike cracking the cigarette and there's like a bit X through it.
Not sponsored by Camels. Not sponsored by Camels.
All right, but Cody, like you were asking before, sorry to backtrack.
No.
So, an old-timey Greek doctor is going to prescribe cigarettes. He is going to prescribe spanakopita.
Spanakopita. Okay.
It's going to happen.
Okay.
Yogurt.
I can't refute any of that. Let's just say that did happen. But after all of that, the Greek doctors pulled up a wheelbarrow of leeches and just threw it on Lord Byron's chest and lap and waited for the miracle of old school bloodletting to do its thing.
Oh my god, I don't know if I could ever do that. I would just die. I would just let myself just die.
Hey, Mike, that's exactly what fucking happened to Lord Byron.
Oh
19
my God.
April.
No,
19th.
but that's some Joe Rogan Experience shit, right? He was Fear Factor.
Oh yeah, okay. April 19th. Sounds familiar. 1824. Lord Byron was bled nearly dry by a wheelbarrow full of leeches at the age of 36.
That's my birthday.
Holy shit.
That's your birthday. That's bicycle day. That's all kinds of good days.
That's why. Okay, I swear to God, the guy died how he lived, by being sucked off.
Can you imagine how fucking deadly those leeches were? Just filled with syphilis and gonorrhea. like that. Those leeches probably.
Yeah, it's a good thing Noah was like, let's have a fry up.
Oh God, Greeks are weird.
Let's eat these leeches.
Yeah.
Let's just leave him in one of these white buildings and never come back to it.
Lord Byron was mourned in Greece for 3 entire weeks. His heart was pulled out and buried underneath a tree before his corpse was shipped back to England. There he was embalmed in brandy. The undertaker's notes revealed he had a freakishly huge brain. Upon examination, it weighed 82 ounces, nearly double the average human being's brain.
All right, Cody, I saw what you did right there. There was like something that I mentioned at the beginning of the episode, and you were like, freakishly large brain.
Freakishly
and
large
I was thinking,
brain.
maybe he's going to say dung. But like, what did the coroner find?
He found the smartest man on the face of the planet. Have you ever heard of a brain this big?
A big brain
Big brain
bisexual.
boy.
Weeping women stormed his funeral procession, attempting to throw themselves at his coffin. However, Lord Byron still was not well respected within the English nobility because he fucking knocked up Millbank and left her, and took all the blame and accepted all the disgrace before self-imposing exile. So the English Regency were not a fan of Byron, and they gave him a special fuck you at his wedding that I thought is really English and classy.
At his wedding or his funeral?
What's that?
At his funeral?
Yeah, at his funeral.
Oh, you said wedding.
Fuck. Excuse me. At his fucking funeral. There was a very classy English fuck you. Usually, when Regency shows up to a public event like this, they'll roll up in their carriage, and whoever's like, the carriageman will say, something along the lines of, presenting his lordship Ham-Knuckle III and his wife, Heiress Queefton, Lady Margarine. And then, he would open the doors, and the two, inbred Regency folks would, hobble out and be like, oh, that's me, and, it would clap and all that. But as a classy fuck you to Byron, the cab driver would announce, his lordship so-and-so and his wife this. Open the carriage door, show is fucking empty, close it, and then peel the fuck out. Just as a little fuck you to Byron.
Nice.
Yeah, I like that.
It's very
that's pretty
English.
cool.
It's like a very Heinz baked beans job. Yes, we will have tea. We have Earl Grey on a Sunday.
And more so after Byron's death, his publishers combed over his unpublished memoirs and diaries. Fearing further scandal, they just up and fucking torched them. So we don't actually know the full extent of Lord Byron's fuckery. What we heard tonight could have just been 0.1% of the shit he got into.
This guy,
oh jeez,
this guy, I know for a fact that he traveled a lot. He traveled to Asia at one point. I was doing a little skimming over here. How many Bengal tigers do you think he came inside?
Oh, I don't know.
That was documented and then poof, up in flames because it just isn't the English way.
No.
I mean, also, think about the butt plugs. Think about bejeweled butt plugs, right? I mean, he's got some rubies going on there. He's got some...
He was the inspiration for the game Snood. Just shooting fucking viruses out of his dick, creating societies of thought processes. Everyone's like, get the high score, and he's just like, my dick is different.
His dick was
You guys
very
said
different.
my penis was calicoed. This man's penis was piebald.
What?
You know what piebald means?
I'm not
It's like a
piebald is
zebra.
like the
Like a
weird-
zebra, a zebra.
Yeah, there
Like
we
a
go,
zebra.
yeah.
Like a zebra exposing himself into the wind.
Gotcha.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Byron's one surviving daughter went on to be a mathematical genius, laying the groundwork for early computational sciences. A programming language was eventually named after her.
Really?
Like her father before her life spiraled out of control with overindulgence of vices. She died young, aged 36, just like Byron.
What a good woman.
She was laid to rest right next to him in his
She was actually a pretty cool chick. I remember, I saw that she was affiliated with this dude, and I was like, we could roast this chick. And I was like, no, but I was also like, she's also really fucking cool. Like, I don't know.
I think Byron was cool, but he fucked a lot of things he shouldn't have and all that.
should have been fucking those boys and his sister. That's pretty fucked.
Yeah.
Yeah. So here's the part where Travis has been busting at the seams for. I have it in my notes.
Penis!
Okay, just let
I'm
that
going with
sound
chode.
clear up.
That's my guess.
I have it in my notes. Some peeping toms in 1938 opened up Byron's tomb to sneak a quick peek. They noted his corpse was almost supernaturally preserved, sporting a fat erection, too. His boner was described with some very particular verbiage, and I would like to unpack that description with you, gentlemen, here and now.
So
It's very
excited.
important. that
Very
you do
important,
that.
this
It's-
one
this is-
descriptor of his penis.
This is the pinnacle moment of this podcast right now.
Pinnacle moment.
I know our
pinnacle
100th
moment,
episode's coming up right now, but spoilers, this is the real 100th.
Yes, math doesn't count here.
Nope.
Okay. Now, let's break this down. This isn't the word, but hypothetically, when you describe a man's package as a horse cock, the peen in question is undoubtedly it's of course it's large.
Yes.
But horse cock is also a well-known go-to embellished metaphor. You know, it's kind of like a canned joke, like, oh, like he's got a big penis, that's a horse cock, even though it might not literally be the size of a horse's
But
cock.
it's large.
yeah, it's a mag light.
It's large, but it's not actually the size of a horse cock because horse
Got that
cocks are-
third leg.
He's got that Mealy vacuum tube. He's got that.
Dude,
corn
that guy
cob.
has, that you're like,
got-
it's a mag light. It's one of those, like, you know, the security guard light
Oh,
light bulb
yeah.
boys.
It's duct taped to the side of his leg.
Maybe. But however, the peeping Tom used the descriptor pony-cocked.
Oh.
Now, it was referred to as pony-cocked. Now, this peeping Tom went out of the way. He had horsecock, as a selectable option, but he went out of the way to say was pony-cocked. Not that big, but definitely like bestial big. So I'm thinking like his horse, his fucking dong was actually the size of a pony, because the guy describing it like backed off of a well-known metaphor just a bit. So it's too specific to be an embellishment.
I personally think
Pony
it's like a
cocks.
chode, right? Like it's thick, but it's so
I'm
small.
going
It's like
chode.
it's
No, it was huge.
no. A pony would have a thick dick,
Giant
but it
chode.
would probably be about like 2 inches.
I think his cock is fully erect, but the end is like a double jointed knuckle, just kind of pointed down like a horse head, and then there's a mane of hair on the last inch of it or so that's drooping over one side, and the end of it has shit all over it.
I don't know.
Gotcha.
Speculation, man. The world will never know. This is like one of those. This is one of the things that'll keep you up. I'm sorry. I'm really sorry, Roast Mortem listeners. This is one of those things that'll keep you up at night.
Pony-cocked. I've lost sleep over the term pony-cocked.
Thanks for bestowing this upon us, because now, I mean, I have to wake up in a few hours. I don't, for no real reason, but wow.
There you go. Yeah. So a little bit of secondhand. He said, she said. It might be a weird side effect of being syphilitic, being riddled.
Oh,
with
right. He had all
gonorrhea,
these diseases. He's like a fucking troll person.
Maybe it was something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe it was something like that. Maybe like that's just what getting embalmed in brandy does to your penis. But his post-mortem cock was described as pony-like.
Sick man.
All right.
There you have it.
Lord Byron.
Lord Byron, rock star, emo poet, vicious womanizer, equally vicious manizer, skull
molestoid. Dude, he fucked 14-year-old boys.
Yep.
Just remember that. I think he's cool, but then I remember that. And I go, he's not cool.
Everything except for boy fucking and sister fucking. This guy was a rock star. He was fucking great. But he made these mistakes. He made these few mistakes. Don't stick your dick in that. Yeah. Don't stick your dick in that. Dude, you could have been a fucking poet and you wouldn't have. You could have been the Tupac Shaker of your time.
He couldn't resist.
All right, I guess that's it. That's the coverage, Lord Byron.
There he is.
Cody, thank you very much for doing the research on this pony-cocked individual.
Oh, my God.
I'm done. I can't
top that.
You're
going out on pony-cocked.
So that's the end of the episode. Why don't you check out our social media?
Yeah.
Go to Roast Mortem Cast on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, Spotify. Mike needs to see more penis. Come on, send it to Mike. Needs to see more pony penis. Snapchat. What is that? What did I say? Snapchat. Mike needs to see pony penis.
Oh, that's great.
Roast Snap, I think is what it's called.
Was it Roast Snap?
Yeah.
Whoever sends the best picture to Mike of their penis, interpreting what it's like to have a pony penis, and I'm talking
put something,
about googly eyes,
keep tallies of this.
Yeah, it's glitter, all of it. Do it
up. The crudest image you can, but most sparkly.
No blood.
No, there could be blood coming out of the front. Like if you're coming blood, that's kind of cool.
Yeah, that's all right. I'll see that.
Yeah, well, if you send us a picture and it's fantastic, we will send we'll send some stickers and a koozie to the Starbucks closer to you, and we'll ask them to put it under a chair, and you'll have to get there.
Jesus Christ.
Well, thank you, Shane.
That's it.
There you have it.
Bye, dogs.
All right. Thank you,
Shane.
Thank you, Shane.
Thank you.
Stick around for some obituaries.
Oh, we started doing those again. Sick, bro.
Ready?
Do it up.
Yeah, Travis. We are doing it.
Wait, what? Wait, are we doing something that we haven't done in a while?
What?
Is it too late for me to say that my pants haven't been on the whole show?
Since the last time we did obituaries?
It's really not too late because, all right, so one thing I don't think you realize about pants is that we don't know if your pants are on or off because this is an auditory sensation only. I'm not looking at legs. I'm not feeling your legs.
I'm thinking about
Guess what? My leg hairs are so hard and firm right now. It's like, have you ever touched one of those koosh balls? That's what my legs feel like. So with that said, we're going to do what we haven't done in a long time. We're going to do some obituaries.
Yes.
So, these are for our premium patrons
Those
that have gone and done what Tom always wants you to do.
Fuck off? What?
Yeah.
Oh, no, give us your money. Yeah,
that one.
Yeah.
I am so in favor of that. And I'm also in favor of us making this collective move, us growing up as a podcast. We're not doing shit for free anymore. You want fucking shit for us? The podcast is free. All the extra stuff, you have to pay for it. Or whatever. It's okay. I mean, the podcast is really the main thing, so enjoy it as it comes.
It's good. I like it.
We do it all. It's all about love, bro. It's all about love.
It's not
and
about
with
love.
that,
It's about...
Tom,
What?
Who do we love and who do we want to murder and kill? Well, we're not going to kill them. They're just going to die of natural causes.
We're just reporting on their demise.
Yes.
Shall I go first? I'll go first.
You can go first. I'm still finding my feet right now. Let's go.
Oh, okay. Good luck. I'll cover while you're doing for that. First up on our obituary list is a good friend of the podcast, Mr. Matt Nesbitt. You may know him from his sexual podcast, Not for Human Consumption. It's a good one. It's a great one.
Yeah, dog.
That's what my mom always told me when I went under the sink. Those are not for human consumption.
Yeah, but...
No, nothing under the sink.
And I didn't listen.
Travis. You are a trendsetter with your Tide Pods. You were making your own Tide Pods before that was a thing. My goodness.
Wow, that's
Mike knows about
very
Tide Pods.
industrious.
Am I allowed to speak during this, or you guys?
Yeah, no, you can talk for this one.
Whatever.
All right, Cody.
Love Tide Pods.
Matt Nesbitt. He's in the American Southwest. That's where he's situated. That's where his podcast happens. He's there. He's doing his stuff. He's BMX jumping. You know, like he does that. He's BMXing, jumping around.
They teach that in southwestern schools. It's a PE class.
Oh, I'm so jealous.
He's there.
of
He's
that
ready.
shit.
He's gearing up to jump the fucking Grand Canyon of all fucking holes. Believe it or not, some real Evel Knievel type stuff. And he's totally nailing his fucking warm ups. He's doing it. He's getting ready. He finally pulls up there, but just outside the Grand Canyon, his fucking van breaks down, and the road is too hot and melts his BMX tires. So he's there, and he's just like, I'm marooned in the harsh desert sun. And the sun is more brutal than a 14-inch dildo with razor wire around it. It's like that fucking hot down there.
Wait, that's how you measure heat, Cody? I thought you were the scientific one on the show.
No.
Oh, no, I'm the doctor, so okay, I know about dildos.
Yeah.
Yes. The sun's beating down, he's dehydrated, and Matt gets delirious. He starts fucking cutting holes into cacti and sucking on them from juice, getting all fucking needly lipped and prickly faced.
He's resourceful. He wants to live.
Yes.
Anyone can take a prick or
He's
two.
doing his best.
That shit probably tastes pretty good too. Cactus juice.
Yeah, man.
Oh yeah, it's like right up there with coconut water. But unfortunately, Matt mistakes a peyote plant for like a really fucking thick cactus.
He's lucky.
And he sucks on it, and he gets even more delirious and dehydrated, and he starts getting weird cravings. He has a thirst that can only be satiated with fucking bird.
But also, bird blood is for human consumption. See my cookbook. Bird blood. 70 different ways to prepare bird blood. Travis, you put it in the Instapot. Set it, forget it.
Different timings and temperatures.
Nope. Matt spies a southwestern roadrunner just packing out a pile of Acme birdseed. He starts chasing after it, giving it his all. And suddenly, the roadrunner just speeds through a photorealistic painting of a fucking tunnel. Just ghost walks right fucking through. And Matt tries to follow it, ends up breaking his skull against a mountainside in his first peyote bender.
How dare you, Matt?
Rest in peace. Rest in peace, Matt.
That's a crazy way to go out.
Yeah. That's gross. And he's also really dry at this point.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's dried out in the southwestern sun.
He's
He's
like,
like-
poof.
Little baby
Yeah.
blood cake. Throw me at the wall, see what you get. I'm like a brick on fire. I'm like that festival in India where color goes everywhere, except it's just dark, poopy red color.
Got it.
All right, I'm gonna roast obituarize the other person. So I do.
We're not out of practice at all. This is awesome.
No, it's great. I'm gonna roast our buddy Sean. Sean is on our Patreon. He's from the Seattle area, a little Pacific
Sean.
Northwest up here, dog.
All right.
Nice.
So, Sean, he was reaching he fell on some hard times, and
Okay.
he he just needs some cash, right? He's out there in Seattle. He's eating fish off the streets because I haven't been to Seattle yet, but I imagine there's just fish everywhere. He's eating fish off the streets. All of a sudden, an individual approaches him. A shady individual in Pacific Northwest Plaid.
Oh, fuck.
Now,
Scary.
This dude had a very interesting, exotic accent. Very not like the Seattle accent. You know, no Jimi Hendrix going on. This guy just had a weird accent. And Sean just couldn't put his finger on it. And the guy said, "Hey, sorry, buddy. Would you be interested in making some quick and easy Queens Monopoly money, eh?"
Okay.
And, you know, he's like, I don't know where this guy's from. It's so fucking weird. He gives Monopoly money out?
Yeah, okay.
So he didn't trust this guy. The guy smelled like maple syrup and uncircumcised bacon. But one thing Sean loves is he loves colorful money, so he accepts. Now, little did Sean know that he was actually entering the dangerous world, the dangerous underworld of Canadian beaver fighting.
Oh fuck. Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So the guy handed him a snarling crate of vicious beeves, and he was like, "Yo, you got to go make this terrible journey up across our northern border. We have like a huge wall that we built there already. It's humongous, huge. So he's driving up there. He makes it in the whole entire time. There's these like shrieks and gurgles coming from the back seat in this crate.
Oh.
And so he makes it across the border, no problem. He arrives at the he arrives, no problem. He arrives at the he arrives at the poutine shop that he was instructed to go to. He brings the vibrating crate around back. There he's greeted by a lumberjack with a massive scar on his face.
Wow.
And he's just like, I want to get rid of this crate because it's like vibrating, dude. Just like, what's in here? A simian? Like Sabian?
Sibian?
Whatever the hell that lady device is.
Got it, okay.
So it's just vibrating.
Okay.
And so he's like, all right, I just got to get rid of this thing. Goes over this scary lumberjack man. His shoelaces are undone. He trips. He falls head first into the beef pit.
Oh, no.
Crate breaks open, and all the beavers come out. They're gnawing on him. They're paddling him into a fine paste. And just,
wow.
Death by beef and untied shoes.
Human pate.
I mean,
that's fierce.
It probably would have been a lot worse if he was horny. Because, beavers like hard dicks.
They do.
They like wood. Good wood.
Yeah.
They do.
Solid.
Yeah.
Wow, rest in peace, Sean.
Yeah, thank you. But rest in peace.
Tom, he looks so cool now. He put his sunglasses.
Yeah, I got to tell a story,
it's pretty bright in here.
It's like beat poetry, this whole bit. So our last obituary for the evening is one Amanda R. She's out in Utah. She's a Patreon. She's one of the first to take us up on the illustration, the drawing tier. So I make a custom drawing for you. And if you take a look at our Instagram page, you can see the first beginnings of our story that will take place. Amanda, huge fan of Satan. I mean, who isn't? It's 2019.
Yeah.
Just
everyone loves Satan.
Go wild. So, right. So, Satan actually, he's in the area. He's doing a book signing.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it's how to do the bad things better. His new book. And
how to do the bad things better?
Yeah, so Amanda goes over to the local bookshop where Satan is, and there's there's a line out front, as there is for such a prestigious celebrity. And Amanda finally gets in, and they end up doing a little small talk. And Satan's just like, the rest of these people kind of nerds. Let's go get a drink. So they meet up later. They go out to a bar, and they start drinking whiskey on the rocks. Like Satan drink.
Yeah.
Romantic.
According to all the
Satan.
The heavy music I've listened to, such as Motorhead. That's just whiskey music. So they're out drinking. They're having a fucking great time. Vision's getting blurred. All of a sudden, the bar door is kicked in. And what seems to be Bob Ross walks in the door.
What?
Oh.
And Bob Ross, we know one thing about him. He beats the devil out of it. So Bob Ross comes up. But as he gets closer, we realize it's not Bob Ross. He's been dead for years. There's no way he could just walk into this bar right now. Absolutely not. That would be insane. Asinine. It's Daniel Day-Lewis in Bob Ross garb getting ready for his new biopic.
Oh no!
And he's a method actor.
I have been perfecting the Bob Ross for 7 years.
What the fuck?
So he brings his paintbrushes
Holy
up,
shit.
and he's just like, "I'm going to beat the devil out of it."
Out of you.
And Satan's just like, "Well, what do you mean by it?" He's just like, "It. It's happening. Look at me. Look at the sweat. I've been up for 72 hours, and I'm ready to beat the devil out of whatever I come across the devil upon. So it's time to go." And Amanda's like, "This is getting hot and heavy. I'm the fuck out of here." And as she's about to leave, Daniel Day-Lewis goes, "Oh, not today, honey. When I beat the devil out of it, it's all things devil, and I'm not skipping the worshippers." So, we got this angry Bob Ross, Daniel Day-Lewis happening. He is
Jesus.
assembling his paintbrushes, ready to stab motherfuckers left and right. Anyone who's around, he's threatening. They're just like, "Well, I gotta start with the fall. I'm gonna show you what I'm gonna do to you, Satan. I'll show you right now. I'm gonna beat the devil out of this girl." And Amanda's like, this isn't even cool. I'm not a girl. I'm a woman. I'm in a bar. You should, grow up, dude. And Bob Ross just beats the shit out of her with a massive acrylic brush. That
Jesus.
Yeah, definitely.
Those hurt.
It's like a prop one, but for some reason those are harder.
Put spikes in it.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they're they're doing the same takes over and over again. It's Daniel Day-Lewis playing Bob Ross. He's like, "You gotta just put the tree there. We've made an error. We call them intentional errors."
After he beated the devil out of her, did he put like a fine egg wash over her just to lock in all the bruises?
Yeah, I mean, he didn't actually bring his paints, but he used the blood and he painted the town red. He started with Amanda, and then and then Satan.
What a way to die.
You can't really kill Satan, because he's just like this guy. He's a salami guy. He fits down the drain. He runs away quick.
Gotcha.
So Amanda.
Well, that's funny you said he runs down the drain, because I always thought those silverfish things were Satan's.
A little bit.
They're a tip of him.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
That's
so
his peen?
Rest in
Just
peace,
detachable
Amanda.
peen?
Yeah, thanks for
There you go.
being a Patreon and all that. Thanks for everyone we've just
Yes.
had a good time
times.
with.
Chaser real quick.
Oh, yeah, we got to do that. We haven't done this in forever. Cody,
Yes.
what am I drinking? How am I doing it differently?
So you probably just listened to Lord Byron, and Tom reminded me we have another poet we've done that should not have fucked things that he fucked. Ginsberg. Yeah. Alan Kid Diddling Ginsberg. That was done by Tom, and we had Melanie Moat on for that one, did we?
Yes, friend of the show. Good people right
Yes. Good girl. Good woman. Fine woman.
Someone
that
that
is
Allen
episode-
Ginsberg, someone that she's completely safe from Allen
Yes.
Ginsberg's ghost.
Yeah.
And you'll find out if you go back and listen to that episode.
Episode 38.
You're a
we
woman.
weren't.
It's a gem.
We're also safe because we're
We're in our 30s.
Because we have spines and we're men.
yes.
Can fight
We have-
ghosts.
We have adult pinkies.
Yeah. Look, I feel like one of us fell in a bucket of nair. We might have a problem, but besides that, pretty safe from the ghost of Allen Ginsberg. And
Yeah.
that might fall suit with the old poet theme of the evening.
Yes. It's good.
All right,
right.
bye, dogs.
Bye. Thank you.
Thank you,
Later.
Shanky.
Thank you, Shane.
Are you tired of not paying for your favorite product? Patreon.com/roastmortemcast.
What's a Patreon, you say?
It's a website where fans can support their favorite content creators.
Sounds like a deal. Deal.
This is only if you got the money.
We got koozies, we got custom obituaries, we got stickers, we have movie commentaries that you download and watch with said movie. It's like you have friends in the room.
What if I don't like history?
You're wrong.
You love history.
How much money can I give?
Anything will help. We like doing the show. We're going to do it anyway.
Mike's losing us money at every corner. Roast Mortemcast is here to help you take a load off that wallet.
It's all been arranged just for us to get your money.
I'm telling you that you need to give money to Roast Mortem Podcast so we can do it even better.
Are you tired of exploiting these four men?
Or you could even sponsor. You got a stupid-ass business? I'd love to talk about your business.
Point to point.
I'm too busy to read. Where can I find this podcast?
So call today at patreon.com/roastmortemcast. That's ROASTMORTEMCAST at patreon.com/roastmortemcast.
Yeah, if you want to buy me a beer, that's cool too.
Can't a man bang his sister in peace?